The Sharp Tank. No jumper. Sharpest, coolest podcast in the world. And today, I think this one has been long. It's been, man, people have been waiting long enough for this one. The sauce, the boss, and everything in between around this motherfucker, as long as it's green. We got Sauce Walka in the building today, man. How you feeling, Church?
Y'all know what it is, man.
How you feeling?
It's the kid that did, not the kid that didn't. The reason why the sauce word was written, you know what I'm talking about? Really splashing the high fashion and masking and asking for the cash from here to Alaska, the pastor, to make the bread come faster. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah, man. Hey, I like that, man. You know, see, what people, they don't understand that right there. That's ism. That's called ism, man.
I call it
the
ism.
lingo.
Ism,
the lingo, like a lot of people don't understand it, man. That's a lingo that we've been using for years. So that's why I know.
It's a foreign language. It's a foreign code. It's only a certain elite gentlemen are able to speak and understand, or the people that are of the game and the players that use the game. You know
a lot of people would say you're talking crazy. Like, what did he just say? You just said a whole lot.
Whole lot.
They don't even know, bro. They don't even know.
If the word's too fast, then you might think too slow.
Man, come on, man. There's too many slow people already. I can't join the bandwagon. I can't join the bandwagon. There's too many people going that way already. There's traffic jam going that way, Church.
You know, I think that's the blessing and the life choice that we was given to be leaders. You know what I'm saying? It's just a leader thing. That's all it is. That's how I look at it.
How you feeling, man?
I'm spilling, man. How you spilling?
I've been, man, just moving, grooving, trying to have my way, and gonna have my way.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? There's no other way.
I like what you got going on this platform, you know what I'm saying, what you've been able to achieve, you know what I'm saying, the way you've been able to have a reach to the world and, you know, represent something that's very fun to my heart, and that's the game, you know what I'm saying, but also being able to show that, you know, game is more than just what people perceive it to be, and it's a lot of knowledge, it's a lot of health and wealth from the mental perspective of an alpha male just in life that comes from people of our cloth. So, you know, it's good to just have somewhere that's a platform with people of like minds like myself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I'm going to be real with you, Sauce, and maybe here, grab the mic, put it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real with you. Like, it's definitely hard to be humble sometimes working around, you know, the square, and that's no disrespect to nobody, because everybody human at the end of the day, right? So that ain't even no disrespect or no taint towards them, but I know, like, they kind of judge, like, you know what I'm saying, you can feel it, like, you know, when they know what you do, where you come from, they automatically want to look at you as the sleazeball, and it's like, do you know, if I didn't tell you anything that I ever did and you just met me for who I was, you love me.
Yeah, you'll love me and think I was one of the greatest gentlemen that you ever met. And you know, it's wild that, you know, people just have this black eye on the game and just feel that, you know, people that of the game are just these monsters or these creatures. In actuality, these are loving men, these are smart people, these are geniuses, these are family fathers and all that shit. And you gotta understand that regardless if dudes play the part of the game or not, the game gonna do what the game gonna do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of the earliest ways of life, hustles of life. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the first things to be sold on earth is ecstasy, pleasure, joy, you know what I'm saying, fun.
Do people forget that? I get it ruins some happy homes sometimes.
Nah, absolutely.
I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But
to me, I just look at it wild that people praise, you know, people, you know, the murderers, the robbers, the killers, the drug dealers, you know.
Jeffrey Dahmer. Hell, you got celebrity chicks talking about, man, that's their dream date.
That's wild to me, versus to somebody who's trying to build you and uplift you and give you a better perspective or a better strategy about the way you carry yourself as a young lady and and the way you know, decide to create wealth from yourself.
I got in the game to make it better. I'm sure you did too. You know what I'm saying? I got in the game to make a better way, man. You know, people fail to realize, like, doing what we did, it wasn't a bill you couldn't pay for overnight. It wasn't some debt you couldn't get out of overnight if the bitch went and popped the right trap. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really was life-saving for a lot of people, bro. Like, I don't got the biggest education or went to college, and I'm not knocking nobody that ever did, but please don't knock people that had to figure out another way. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, Church, pussy never killed nobody.
And pussy is where life comes from if you want to really get to it. You know what I'm saying? Outside of, you know what I'm saying, the man fertilizing, you know, it's harbored, it's incubated, it's farmed within the womb. So, I mean, life starts at the womb, so why wouldn't the hustle start at the womb? But I mean, you know, again, me coming from the streets, like coming from the poverty, coming from, you know, the deep South in Texas, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at your life, when you forced into, I don't have a way to pay for my food, I don't have a way to, you know, create generational wealth for myself, or how are we gonna keep the lights on? My parents is broken home, broken parenting, not together. One parent is a just drug addict.
You think that plays a big factor?
You know what I'm
but not
saying?
both parents being in the house?
Huh?
You think, just to ask you, I didn't mean to interrupt you, do you feel like, you know, people not having both parents in the house is a big factor?
For having to be your only option to find some type of success or to create some type of money to take care of yourself in the beginning stages, for people that's from the streets, then it's your upbringing. It's the fact that there's no finances there, there's no opportunities there. The jobs are insufficient paying jobs compared to whatever the economy is in that city or that state, to where your parents are not making enough money to give you the opportunities to where you not getting mischievous into what's going on in the streets to try to figure out how you gonna be successful. Like, once people start realizing that, like, a job is not gonna make your dreams come true, then
say it again for the people in the back. Yeah, right. Man, for real. They need people.
You got different type of people. You got people who feel like, okay, I'm willing to settle for whatever. Then you have people that feel like, I'm not gonna just sit here on the couch and watch my kids not be able to go to Disneyland, or watch my mom not be able to pay for her bills or her medicine, or get the cars that she may need, family, fathers, whoever that you love in your life. When you really from the struggle, it's not even like, it's not about the street shit. First, it's about being from the struggle, like not having things, being less fortunate. When you less fortunate, and college is not, you don't, the average person that you meet, that you grow up with, did not become a millionaire from going to college. The average person that you meet and growing up in our surroundings did not become a millionaire from working at a 9-to-5 job where they scaled their way up from being a employee to a manager, and then a product manager, and also forth the CEO. Most people start at jobs that's barely paying a minimum wage, $10, $15, $20. If you making $100,000 a year, that's still not no sufficient money to, like, really do. That's enough to just barely float by. And then you have to also equate how many kids are in the household, depending on how many parents in the household. If it's a single parent home and both parents are not there, bringing an equal amount of even not equal, just the equal effort to bring money into the home, but you have 3 kids there, 4 kids there. Now the cereal is getting shorter, the lights are staying on longer, the school clothes and the vacations and trips are getting less present, because it's not enough money to spread around for everybody. So when you come from those type of things, and those are your options in life, to like, okay, how am I gonna make it? You try a job, you try school, you try these other things, and then what you see every day in front of you, the people that are having success in the ghetto, is the people that's taking the risks, the people that's taking the chances, the people that's hustling, whether they coming up with a small business, they selling food, they selling stuff that they stole, they selling drugs, they selling whatever, conversation, knowledge, game, entertainment, whatever, you know, women selling themselves, whatever is being sold in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Bro. Yeah. Women selling themselves way before anybody get it to anything to do with that. That's something that they do on their own.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, coming from where I'm from in Houston, Texas, is like, you see a lot of D-boys, you see a lot of robbers, you see, you know, you grow up around there, but the end game is usually the same. You know, everybody either goes to jail, they end up being dead, they end up getting these these huge cases, or, you know what I'm saying, and you never leave the game as a, not never, but for the most part, people don't leave a multi-millionaire, or during the time while they're having the money, they can't really enjoy the money because they have to hide it. They have to, you know, hide how much money they actually have because they can't put it in the bank account. They can't buy too many cars because if you raise too much eyes on yourself, then you getting the wrong attention by the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? So the game was just something that just made sense to me because I always felt like when you a young man, you handsome, you got a lot going for yourself. You got a lot of charisma, you got a lot of potential. We thinking before you actually find your success and stuff like that, when you just have the spark in you, the fire in your chest, you know what I mean? You trying to figure things out.
I have to say this, and back to what you were saying about like $100,000 isn't enough.
Right.
You don't think $100,000 is enough for like an average family household? You don't think they can do some good living out of it? You feel like it would be still barely getting by?
I believe you. I believe 100. Again, it depends on.
It depends on the person. A
person. If you find joy and happiness in living in a wooden cabin hut in the middle of Nebraska, and you drive your pickup truck, and
it's
y'all
nice around Nebraska this time of year.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? It's to what whether you feel your happiness is.
Yeah.
You know, for some people, their happiness is to, be able to just get by, or they don't have the same expectations or desires that other people have, or they may come from having money their whole life and come from never feeling the inconveniences or the struggles of not being able to drive where you want to drive to simply go to Starbucks. They've been going to Starbucks their whole life, so it doesn't mean nothing to them that for a period of time that
you may be right, because
you know what I mean?
Because when you really look at it, right, it's like it's not about how much money you're making, it's about how much money you're saving. Right. So I guess even if a is getting $100,000 a year household, we gotta think about how much is going back into the household.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And with people with bills, more money comes more problems. When you accumulate more money, do you ever notice that you find yourself having more bills? Like, damn, all my bills, I could be making 60, 70 a month just on a normal, like just on like just a regular job, just some cool shit, or rapping, getting your incentives, getting your distros, everything. Nigga just touching a 70 piece, but a nigga got 45,000, 50,000 worth of bills a month.
Yeah, that's what the work.
Cars, jewelry need to be touched up. You know what I'm saying? Nigga want to go trade it. Hey, man, go bust this down, go make something even bigger. You know what I'm saying? They got to put a 10, 15 piece with that.
Yeah.
You know how this shit go.
Nah, absolutely. That's how this shit go on the high scale. But at the end of the day, again, like I said, this shit is really about if you have dreams and you have aspirations to do great things usually take a hard amount of work, and then they require some type of investment. Whether that's a large investment, a small investment, that depends on the type of business and whatever type of dream that you have.
So sitting on money is not always smart.
Money not moving is money not growing.
So I want to see where you at with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I like this conversation.
Still, you know what I'm saying?
They always think that we was dummies. So you pretty much saying like, people need to learn how to manage their money better, whoever it is. Like learn how to be a better money manager.
No, I feel that every person in America should strive for financial freedom. I think that no family in the world should be happy as a generation
just getting by.
Just getting by. I believe it's too much opportunity, it's too much life to be lived, and it's so, especially with the internet, it's just so much revenue flowing around us. And there's so many different new ideas and new components that could be added to the world, that people add to the world every day, that could be your claim to fortune. You know what I'm saying?
But sauce, not everybody got the sauce. Not everybody's got the charisma.
And
there is a lot of money to be made online. You're absolutely correct.
But I'm just saying this, you know what I mean? When I say online, I don't mean you got to be a personality. I'm saying if you came with the lighter that can roll up your blunt for you, you can press a button and roll up your blunt, and then you know what I'm saying? I'm saying like just creating something new that can be sold to the world, whatever it is.
Right.
It don't necessarily have to be you being an entertainer or you being a personality. Just creating every business that you see in the world is owned by somebody. See, I'm a person that look at the world different. I don't look at this microphone or look at this nightstand like that's just a nightstand from tututu. No, whoever their name is, that company that made the stand that's holding that camera, whoever's the company that put these bricks on the wall, that is owned by a human being. There's a person in this world that owns every single object up in here that created that as a company. It's a group of people, a chairman board or a sole proprietor owner that created all of these things that we use every day, and they're making millions and millions of dollars out there. And their families are able to make millions out there and create other things and other shit. So, like, why would I not want to be a part of that? That's just how I feel.
So you say when you come in, you want to meet the owners. Yeah. Like say for instance, when you step into, I don't care if it's a restaurant, a store, you want to know who it is. Hey, how you make this shit work?
Right, absolutely. That's just how my brain functions.
Yeah.
Sure.
Fuck the free shit. Hey, just show me how to do it. I'll get mine.
Yeah, and then sometimes sometimes you gotta understand too. You get a lot more free things when people see that you're seeking knowledge. So it becomes not about the money anymore because they see you're a person of like mind. Like, okay, you think how I think, or I could probably, even if I may be more successful than you are right now, you have the hunger to seek success or to seek knowledge, or you might be into different areas that I may be weak in, you may be strong in those areas, and you could teach me something that I don't know about that I could use with my resources or my money, my platform, my liquid cash, whatever it may be that I have that you don't have.
Yeah.
And then we could either put that together or we can exchange information that make us both better players.
What happened to that?
Hey.
What happened to that? Everything that you just explained right now, right? Of just coming together, like, look, church, you might have some resources.
That's why I feel like that's why I came here, like, to do this interview, like, just as a whole, like, just to speak on, like, life is about evolution, bro. Like, regardless of however you want to look at this shit, the world is going to evolve, and if you don't evolve with the world, then you're going to become obsolete. And to become obsolete is to become useless. If you're not able, like, people don't want to be used. Everybody is so afraid of being used. Oh, you used me. You did this to me.
You say it's okay, use me.
If you're not being used, then you are useless. You telling me that you want to be a useless soul on earth? You don't want to add any, rather, even if you just a person in your family that keeps your family motivated, you keep your family together, you make sure everybody is on their schedule, and you are just a regular 9-to-5 working person. I'm not saying that those people are bad people of the world. We don't need those people. And sometimes that might be a stage for you. Having a 9-to-5 or getting a regular job, or going to college or going through those things, that may be the stages that you need to go through on your journey to find your greatness, to find yourself, to find your niche, to find your talent, to find, what are you good at as a person with your social skills or whatever it is. But to just feel that I'm just gonna allow things to be the way that they are because that's the cards that was dealt to me, that's
you're just gonna lay down.
That's futile.
Are you just gonna lay down? Yeah. I feel that. And I was talking to, Benjamin Crump, right? You ever
Benjamin Crump, yeah.
I was talking to him the other day, and he had brought up, like, we were talking about struggle, and he was like, you have to understand, young blood, he said, without struggle, there's no progress. He says, you have to understand with struggle, and it was just a reminder, because I knew it, but it feel good to hear somebody that's still moving that agenda. You know what I'm saying? He was like, without struggle, church, he says, there is no progress.
Right.
There is no tomorrow for anything if you're not struggling. At least you're going to have progress through that. If you just hit the top already and you have everything, is that a life really worth living? I like the journey.
What is joy without pain?
What is joy without the journey?
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
That's like, that's the difference. That's the difference from a man's perspective, not from a woman's perspective, but from a man's perspective. That's the difference from a man who really goes to the gym and earns his muscle, earns his strength, earns his relationships with everybody in the world who respects him for the creed that he lives by, the discipline that he shows, the tenacity that he shows to make himself a healthy person and be successful. Then you see this nigga over here go get a BBL and he trying to look.
Talking about Batman Kevo?
No.
I don't know.
I ain't speaking. No.
I saw somebody do that.
Yeah, no. I ain't doing none of that. As a mind, I fuck with Batman Kevo as a mind.
I fuck with him too. I didn't know where that was. I'm like,
no. I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying is You could fuck the people. You could say steroids. Fuck it, say that. Like whatever. It ain't
Hey,
gotta be.
I'm not knocking him. The nigga's proud of it. If that's what you want to do,
Yeah, that's him.
Who am I
That's
to
him.
sit there and knock him?
I respect. Long as you ain't doing no rainbow stuff. Like that's why my line get drawn is like with the rainbow. Like I ain't
take care of his body.
That's you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, it's a different type of respect. Just period. Like when you earn the muscles, when you earn, your strength. You feel me? Like my father's an athlete, so I look at that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Even just period, just like in sports, like the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight, I'm not a person that respect using performance enhancement drugs. I don't respect it. You know what I'm saying? I was
talking to BH about that the other day too.
Yeah, that's cheating.
BH is hot
people, everybody trying to downplay that shit. Like, and I think Ryan Garcia is a great fighter, like a super great fighter. But at the end of the day, like, this is a combat sport. You playing with your people's lives. You playing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when I talked to Bill Haney, he had nothing bad to say about Ryan Garcia.
Like, I don't got nothing bad to say about Ryan Garcia.
Right. No, I'm saying as in giving him his flowers and saying like he's a good fighter. This is all pre the bullshit he pulled, and like before they found out that something was in his system. So like nobody's ever took anything from Ryan. Shit, we can't take nothing from him now other than nigga, if you cheated,
the win is the win, but the cheating is just I just don't respect the cheating.
They might as well fought in the street is what you saying. Might as well just got in the backyard real quick and just got him up.
Yeah, it's for business. If we're gonna do all that, like you feel me, we might as well just make it a jump fight. You get your 3 best people, my 3 best people. If we gonna be, we gonna do all that.
Get to that point.
Yeah, that's just how I feel.
Cheating, and we about to start calling shit in.
It's millions and millions of dollars on the line. Like I don't know, but like people just look at how they look at it.
I agree. Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then another thing too, you got the whole weight thing. Like, it's a weight class like I'm not talking about bro coming in 3 pounds over. Like, I don't care about that shit. I'm just speaking on the aspect of if weight classes matter in boxing. Like, you're not gonna put a cruiserweight up in there with a featherweight. You're not gonna put a heavyweight up in there with a middleweight. You know what I'm saying? Because
you're not gonna do that.
Okay, and that's somewhat of the equivalent of what performance enhancement drugs does to a fighter. It gives you a high level. Now, I understand. I ain't getting into all the percentages and all that, like what they all saying of how much was in it, whatever. I'm just saying, just in life in general. That's why performance enhancement drugs is not supposed to be in any athlete. Boxing, period. Like that ruins your legacy. I thought that's what all sports used to be about. When I was a fan of sports growing up, like that's like, okay, let's look at it from this analogy right here. It's a lot of people in this world that consider themselves great gamers in the sports world. I know y'all consider yourselves a great 2K player. You consider yourself a great Madden player, and a lot of y'all gamble on these games and will put your life and soul that you one of the best.
I saw some bad shit happen over games.
Okay, then. So we know people take games serious. And games make people money. So let's speak it from this perspective.
Yeah.
If you're gambling, or if you're just playing a seriously competitive game on Madden, are you gonna play Madden versus somebody and not have it on all Madden mode? No, you're going to turn it on all Madden mode first, right? Because you want the difficulty to be correct for all the players that played the way it's supposed to go in real Madden.
So you can say you played it true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You played the true art of the game. It's all Madden.
Exactly. We playing all Madden. Yeah, that's the first level. The second thing you're not going to do is play without fatigue on. You're not going to play Madden or 2K on either all-star level or on all Madden level, and we're playing a serious competitive game, but we're going to turn the fatigue off. That's cheating.
Let there be money on the table.
How I'm gonna play against you for $20,000, $10,000, $500, and your player never gets tired. You got James Harden steady hitting the step back 40 times. He never got tired. Y'all never had to call timeout. You never had to sub in.
No.
This just common sense, and we living in a world right now where sense is not common.
No, it's not.
So it's not. It just like I feel like certain people like such as myself or other people that get on these platforms, they have the knowledge and have the audience, like
they don't say it enough.
You gotta say something.
But they don't say it enough. I think it goes like, you see, that's the problem. So it's like everybody will sit down and do interviews or sit down with somebody and they'll talk 45 minutes about some bullshit that won't help nobody.
Right.
Won't get nobody to not even one step to the next level. You know what I'm saying? It just be a bunch of bullshit. To me, I feel like that's selfish. If you got it, give it.
Right.
If you got the game for somebody
that's the only way to keep
it up, man, give it to them, man.
That's the way to keep it.
We need a strong village around
That's the reason.
Man.
That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, I love the game. I love, you know what I'm saying, what I chose, because at the end of the day, being a player and being a young man that strive to accomplish great things, women gonna be in your life regardless. You know what I'm saying? And you could either choose to be.
It's what you do with them.
It's what you do with them. You could be a sucker or you can be the trophy. It's either or. And I appreciate the fact that I was able to learn so much and see so many other people that chose different routes and different ways of doing things.
Yeah. And
not about to, because we never glorify another man's failure, especially men of color like that. I feel like you went through the same shit that I went through.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we all make our decisions in life, and the decisions that we make are the leading factors of the outcomes of our lifestyles.
Yeah.
So when I seen a lot of my friends, you know what I'm saying, like lose a lot over, you know what I'm saying, hustling and going on a mission to go rob and end up getting shot, the robbery go wrong, end up catching a bunch of time, nigga tell on you. Just all the shit I seen a lot of my friends going through, it never made sense to me.
It's up when we gotta sit there and say, even as street niggas, is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
It's like it's up, right?
Then you gotta think about then you gotta think about it from the hustling side too. Like, man, I seen so many niggas spend so much money to get the smallest profit back and just risk their whole life to ride around with the shit in the car. You feel me?
Never understood that.
Nigga ride around with all the shit in the car.
Why is that? So
I mean, I don't knock it though. I don't knock it though.
But like,
I don't knock it.
You trying to get it off.
We all trying to get it out,
Yeah,
but
trying to get it off as fast as you got it.
Hey man, I can ride around with 4 beautiful girls way before I can ride around with 4 books.
Talk about it. Say it again, Drew.
That's all I'm saying. I can ride around with 4 beautiful girls and enjoy life. We going to the beach and we finna go to Kima and do some gleamer. You know what I'm saying? You can't ride around with 4 white things wrapped up in plastic. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between the two. But as a man, as I was saying earlier, we all gonna deal with beautiful women though.
Because them women can speak on their whereabouts. Them bricks can't.
Them bricks can't speak for themselves. Them books can't speak for themselves.
They can't speak about his whereabouts and why it's in your car right now.
Them books are an inanimate object, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you've been and spent all of this money to make a couple dollars on top of it, and then you gotta go spend all of that money again. You know, in the game I chose, I make 1 or 2 initial investments, and now I have a reoccurring machine. I have a reoccurring currency.
Yeah. What do you think about? I gotta ask you. What do you think about the word sex trafficking? What does that mean to you when you hear it? And how do you cipher the word? What does it mean to you when you hear it? What's the definition to you? Sex trafficking.
To me,
yeah.
What I believe sex trafficking is when men or people forcefully take women,
or just a human being,
or just take a human being, period, a child, a child, a woman,
right?
Anything of that nature. You forcefully take them to somewhere that they did not want to be against their will, and you make them, or you persuade or make them to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think those are horrible people.
Yeah.
I don't
feel like we should clear that up.
Yeah, because that's not the church. That's not the game. That's not a P. That's not a life coach. That's not none of those things. That's not none of that. Those are scums, criminals, scum or whatever y'all call them. And
those are the sleazeballs.
Those are the sleaze. That's what you use for them. Sleazeballs. Those are the sleazeballs. They make it. And it's a lot of people that are those things that wear suits and ties and.
They don't ever want to talk about that.
I'm just saying though, listen, they from Germany, they from Russia, and they from all these other places, and they the ones that's they coming with the whatever that weird shit. I be seeing this on YouTube. I be scared of trying to protect my kids and my family from these type of folks that come with the paper with the spray stuff on it or something, and then they put it on their face, and then people disappear. Yeah, that's what in my mind.
Yeah,
what a sex trafficker is,
yeah.
Or just in the streets, period. Like a nigga don't respect a snitch. I have no respect in my heart or soul for a person who tells on another individual for doing something that y'all all both agreed on.
I'm a firm believer in that myself.
Okay, so just like we had it in the game, I don't respect people who touch, deal, associate, or do anything with a child. That's not the game. That's not nothing. you trash, you scum, you. That's not even
what the like, and this is just my logic, and even coming from the game, like, what do you really gain out of a child? Like, what can you get? You can't have. I like logical conversations, stimulating conversations. Ain't
that shit weird. That shit is weird.
Talk to me about.
Fuck, I'm finna be talking to a kid. I have no interest in the kid to be around a kid. I don't even.
It don't make no sense to me, dog. I don't like nothing with teen in it. I never even like 18, 19-year-old
right,
bitches.
And me too.
Bitch, you can't even go have a drink with me.
I
can't even go sit down with you in a comfortable environment, sit down and have a cocktail with you and chop it up with you. It's two adults. Get grown. Like, I never played with it, bro. That was just me.
In no way, shape, or form.
I start to look at how these niggas and like a lot of these people, because I call them predators. Like how a lot of these predators get up on some of these chicks is because they know they don't want much.
Right. That's what I was gonna say.
You know what a chick want her cell phone paid, her hair done, her nails done, and keep her with a room.
And you gotta think too, like a lot of that get in this shit, again, they be so caught up in trying to keep up and make themselves look a certain type of way for another group of niggas that they think is the church or that's popping. They want to fit in. You want to fit in. You want to you know how they say, well, when you got one, you close to being done. And a lot of people not prepared to go through that period of time where you might not have no game.
Church, man, we break niggas too. And let me tell you the format.
That's a whole different, now you talking a whole different level of this shit. I ain't knowing if everybody enlightened on this level. Yeah, like, that's a whole different level of the video game.
Yeah, church, like if you really look at it, shit, niggas always want to be down. You can get broke on too. Nigga, keep on and keep up with it. Shit, I done watched niggas go to players balls, church, come out with big old bag, little hefty, little 50, 60 on them. Nigga leave with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because he want to just be around a group. You want to fit in. So you trying to show everybody that you're doing something. I'm going to tell you, church, you get yours too, nigga, just like the bitch.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing about me, church. Like, my game is like, it's world renowned. Like, you feel me? Like, way before this internet, like, I'm really concrete. The greatest P's know me, like, you know what I'm saying? They really been doing stumping it through this shit from, you know what I'm saying, the Gorgeous Georges to motherfucking me, R.I.P. my brother Succeed.
Gorgeous George, I never met him.
Yeah, Gorgeous George from Houston, Texas. Gorgeous George. He also used to go by what was the Bunny Honey's Major the P used to go by Major.
I never got to. No, I just never got to meet, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, my partner's always Gorgeous
Big
Dre.
Game.
Gorgeous Dre always been. You know Gorgeous Dre.
Yeah, Gorgeous Dre.
One of my niggas. Like Gorgeous Dre. I believe you, church. I know you well seasoned. And you know, I was gonna say earlier.
Shout out my nigga Paradise too, man. Free my nigga Paradise the P, man.
Man, free that man ASAP. But I look at it like this: like your game, church, is not from just your backyard. The way that you articulate yourself is coming being a well-traveled man.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, you could tell you got a little bit of game from everywhere. You can tell you might touch down in Memphis one time. Picked up a little something over here. Was in Florida for 2 months. Got a little game up over here. Got something about this situation. Hit Boston. Don't know how to landed over there, but we was there, nigga, and we there for 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? We right there with all the people. Like, you, when you're well-traveled, your game grows. And I want the viewer to know that throughout me and your conversation in this interview. Like, this is how the game grows. Is sitting here, man, and talking about your travels and where you trying to go next.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too. That's the beautiful thing about the game itself. Like, once you start to get your legs moving and you know what I'm saying, you really got your 10 toes down in this shit, you got your 10 hands down in the concrete, you got the 10 fingers down in the concrete, you really putting this shit up out of it, it's gonna force you to travel, it's gonna force you to go, because you're gonna want to follow your game. You want to make sure that you gotta be there to make sure everything right from a mental perspective, or just you might run into some brand new situation that you would have never met in your backyard. And then when you get around other church, you get around other congregations, you get around different campaigns, you seeing how they pop it, they seeing how you pop it. Motherfucker might tighten you up right here. Hey, P, I feel like you doing this right here like this here. You might want to tighten or
watch C-Mo, nigga. Hit a nigga for 8 stacks, hop in the Phantom, ride back to the city, stop by KFC, get some chicken on the way, man. Niggas be mad, because everybody want to be down and they don't care what they got to give to do so. Just be yourself, church, and see where that gets you. You say everybody want to be down with the congregation. Everybody want to be down with the plan. But all you got to do is just follow
but
it, man.
But you know what I'm saying too, like I'm saying, like when you really traveling and going around, you either going to be serving somebody or somebody going to be serving you.
Who's even doing that anymore?
No, I'm saying
into a dead language.
Yeah, no, that's a dead.
No, I like that. No, I like what you're saying.
I'm thinking we speaking on from like
you are
the time.
No, you are, but that's I'm saying it towards like because to them that's a dead language.
Okay,
they don't understand it. They don't understand. It's like Latin.
Okay, then so instead of talking from a piglet perspective, instead of talking from that perspective, that's why I would say the game has evolved, the world has evolved. Like
it's actually a compliment to you. Don't you actually speaking? This is a dead language to them. They don't understand.
Absolutely.
This is the old Swahili. You know what I'm saying to them? They don't get it.
I'm going too down deep.
They don't get it. My bad. You're going the right way. No, keep going. They need this. Keep going. Don't stop, church. You on the right page. I don't open your mind.
I just want motherfuckers. It's a right and a wrong way to do everything. You know what I'm saying?
This is true. But why is it that, it seems like doing wrong always feels good more to people for some reason? Because people will do more wrong than right. It's like, and I said this the other night, I was on my live, I'm like, church, like I can look myself in the mirror. I can tell a lie to everybody in this room, but I still got to go look myself in the mirror. And even if I don't say it out loud, I'm thinking it when I look at myself, knowing that I'm lying to myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy,
so,
right?
like that's and
you hold yourself accountable like that too.
Where to be aware is to be alive. If
you look in that mirror and know that you can lie to everybody in this room.
Can't lie to yourself. You can't lie to yourself. That's 100% truth, and that's the thing about this shit that made the most sense for me over everything. It's like I'm not doing this shit for no acceptance of no nigga. I'm not even doing this shit for the acceptance of the bitch. I'm the one. I'm the God. I'm the king in my universe that I'm creating. And I chose to not be a square because I understand I am a circle. So once you make that understanding with yourself that, okay, I'm not no square, I'm a circle.
And what's the circle surround?
The world, that's life. Yeah, that's
life.
That's life. That's the world you live in. That's why I said you create your universe. That's the circle is the world you live in. And when you set those standards for yourself as a king, as a leader, you set those standards for yourself, you gonna fall short trying to live up to the expectations of somebody else if you already passed that level of the video game that they still playing.
Yeah.
Because okay, you play this game and you use this button combination. I played the game and I used to use that button combination. That's why I met you at, and we used to compete on that level. But somewhere in this schematic, I decided I'm gonna try these other buttons. I'm gonna come left, right, and I'm gonna go study and see how some other people play chess, and then I'm gonna come back and play again with some different moves. And my different moves take me in a different direction. But you feel that that's not the right way to do it. That's not how we do it.
Well, a lot of people are still playing Connect 4.
And that's their problem. Just like what you just said. Just like you said, the game, if you elite at this game, you're not putting the ism just down on the person. You putting the ism down on life.
On life.
You put the ism down on life. Your leadership, your conversation, your charmingness, the ability to light up a room, but also give the type of comfort to people that, okay, I trust this person's decisions. That's what this shit is really about. And you have to live up to that chariot that people are giving you, that you can make decisions in a room and they follow the decisions that you make, because they usually lead to either happiness or success. And in life, that's what everybody is chasing.
Yeah.
The most successful people in this world, I don't want to say just only the most successful people in the world, but some of the most successful people in this world are the people that are giving their testimonies of success and what they went through, their trials and tribulations, going on a podium, getting thousands of people in the room, becoming a motivational speaker. Even if you're the president has to stand on the podium in front of America and persuade you through their accomplishments, through their opinion, their way of thinking on why I should be your leader. These are the most powerful and successful people in the world.
At the end of the day, it's all you're trying to say.
That's all
at the end of the day. Hey, at the end of the day, all he's trying to say is, viewers, that, man, there's pimps everywhere. They might not come like how me and him come, but trust me, they're there, it's alive, and it's well. They wear suits. They might not have, you know what I'm saying, some rhinestones and shit, a little something, you know what I'm saying, to make them a little dapper.
Come on,
but
man.
Trust me, they money long and they game even longer.
Come on, man. That's
what I'm saying?
That's exactly. So that's why I'm so glad that you brought up that thing. You was like, what is a ST? Like, I don't even like to say that word. The shit you said, the ST.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I embrace it because I know I'm not a part of it.
Me neither.
So it's easy for me to embrace it and put a pinpoint on it.
Those are those
the real people.
Those are the people that you. That's that shit. But exactly, that shit. Ain't no. But I'm exactly. I'm so glad you said that. But the reason why I'm trying to bring that too is that if a person is able to create a business structure that they don't have to physically do the work that you're doing, but they gave you all of the skill set, they gave you all of the tools needed necessary, they gave you protection, or they gave you a schedule, they provided transportation, whatever the things that they gave you in order to complete these tasks. And then you go complete those tasks and they generate money, but you are not the sole owner or proprietor of that company.
Yeah.
You are being pimped.
Speaking of money, I got a good question for you. Because you just broke that down, and I feel like the truth needs no support, and I don't even want to keep harping on that for them, because man, run it back if you need to hear it.
Yeah, if you got a 9-to-5 job, you're being pimped.
Bro, like you're working for modern day pimps.
Your manager is
at the end of the day.
That's what your manager is. That's what your CEO, if they're not creative.
Guess what? You either say yes or you get the fuck out.
No, unless they're giving and opening up opportunities for you to go be the same thing that they are and better. If you are not a part of a job or a business structure or a team of whatever that you're working and investing for, if they're not opening up opportunities for you to say, hey, bro, you go make your business off this. Now you get a podcast off this, or you get a clothing line off of this, you get a record deal off this, you get the rap off this, you get a weed strand, you get real estate off this, and I'm going to be the face of it. If those type of things are not happening and you're just working for a company and your labor is providing more profits for them, you're being pimped.
If you're and guess what? Because see, I think how the company looks at it is like, if I make your stomach too full, you ain't gonna want to work as hard as you was. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta keep you guessing, keeping you wanting it. You know what I'm saying? Here's a good one for you, because you was talking about like just even the bread situation, how people living. You know, there's a lot of people that are leaving California and moving to Texas to avoid taxes. How do you feel about all those new people moving to Texas because of that? Like, how do you feel about that situation?
I love California. You know what I'm saying?
It's expensive as a. I'm not knocking nobody going and get. Bro, the land out there, you can get some crazy shit. Then you can like living here. It's not about. I feel like you can make money wherever you go.
Yeah. I mean,
make your living situation something great. I always feel like that. Like, make it make sense for you.
Homie. For me, I feel like I just love to see my state grow. I love to see the state of Texas, finally get its appreciation and its love that it should get on all levels, from a lifestyle. On living lifestyle perspective, the music perspective, the entertainment perspective, the food, just everything that's been supposed to be glorified for my state now, and also like the property value and the taxes and how you can actually see the fruits of your labor from your dollars. $1 million still feels like $1 million. $1 million home still feels like $1 million home. A $3 million home actually feels like a $3 million home. Right, just till you move.
I gotta give it to Texas for that, because they do. You get like,
and it's not country. It's not none of that. Like, you can go out to the country. And that's what I realized too about traveling, like you said, like especially being down and around and like getting on the road with the gang, driving state to state.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Putting up to the, whatever. When you see that every major city that you're going to has miles and miles of farmland, miles and miles of desert, either desert land, farmland, or swamp land. Everybody got rural, remote areas in their states. So there's a country, like people from New York City don't consider people that's from upstate New York or Connecticut, Cincinnati and all that other shit, they don't consider them the same thing as them from being New York City, the heart of New York, because they from the city. Just like us being from Houston or Dallas or Austin, we know that the country is Texas, the other cities, El Paso and Amarillo, Odessa, whatever, Lubbock, Tyler, Texas, those are the country to us, but they still come to the city and they still Texans. We still act alike, but we from the city, so we advance. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like it's it's cool to see everybody want to come live in Texas and come experience our culture and shit like that. And we got enough space. It's a funny joke going around where people say like Texas is full, y'all don't come, but I don't agree with that. I want more people to move to Texas so we can make more money. Like that's how I look at it from a growth perspective. The more people come, that mean the more businesses come, more ESPN, more Teslas, more Google, more all of that. We need as much lucrative opportunities inside of the state of Texas, and that's gonna come from people seeing the opportunity in the land. So come, I'm with it.
When did you start TSF?
It's about 12 years ago, 12 to 13 years, about 12 years ago. Cause I've been a professional rapper for 10 years. I started in like 2000. I got out of jail 2013. Yeah, I got out of jail 2013. I went to jail 2010. Yeah, I got out 2013, and then I started TSF 2013 when I got out, and I blew up a year later, 2014. Yeah. I was 24. I got out of jail when I was 23, and I blew up when I was 24. And right now it's 2024. It's exactly 10 years later. So I started TSF like in jail, like when TSF the record label, the mind thought and the process, like okay, we Sauce now, we drip, we TSF, we Sauce, like that started like 2019. It's like okay, it's when the Sauce hit me, like the Sauce hit me like yeah, it was about 2019. 2019, 2018, 2019, 2018. I mean, not no 2000. I'm saying around 2008, 2009. Yeah. 2008, 2009. We over 2008, 2009. I was 18, 19. That's 2008, 2009. Yeah. So 2008, 2009 is I had just caught this case. I had caught a big case in Houston. Oh yeah. 2008, 2009. I had caught this case in Houston or whatever. Big case I had caught, and I ended up going to jail for like 3 years from that. But right before that, when I was like really got into the game real hard. From like 17 to 19 is when it just really like hit me like, okay, like I'm doing this shit. Like,
somebody tried to say you was shooting at the Trader Truth joint one time.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the case I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, but why they saying that, man? Like, come on, sir.
It wasn't even no. Hold on. But it wasn't even like that. It was.
Shout out Trader Truth.
Yeah, shout out Trader Truth. Shout out Trader Truth. Shout out Houston. Shout out to Houston. He a staple in the city. Like he one of the legends from my city. Yeah, but Trey Day actually like I got invited to there as a rapper. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I was young, I got invited there as a rapper. In me and my clique, me and my group, we was called Mash Mode, you know what I'm saying? That's like before the Sauce. Like this one I'm like just gang banging blood shit. But during the gang banging, and it's still like, you know what I'm saying, during that time of my life, it's like we was talking about earlier, like, okay, now I'm making the decisions, like, am I gonna keep selling drugs? Like, am I really gonna keep doing this shit? Like, that shit I ain't niggas spending all this money. Is it worth it? Like I'm spending this is when I'm at this is when I'm at that stage. Now the game banging shit, I'm doing that. The game banging is worth it.
It was worth it for you at the time.
No, at the time a nigga had to survive. A nigga had to survive. A nigga had to survive at the time. But what I'm saying is like I always had inspirations to be a rapper. I always wanted to be a successful artist. So I'm like, okay, I'm spending all this money on re-ing up, and the money that we getting back from re-ing up is not life-changing money. It's not life-changing money. Yeah. So when I got lucky and the bitch first, you know what I'm saying, when the game first blessed me and gave me my first little 10,000 out the game, and I first got chose, like the game chose me, even though I always knew about this my whole life. Like I told you earlier, like, you know what I'm saying, my mama some game, you know what I'm saying, I was born, we talk about that next, whenever that come. Yeah. But when I finally got money out this shit, and I was like, oh, I could pay for my rap career with this. Oh, my niggas that's trying to re-up and trying to do this, she's going to go get this 10,000 at ease, at wheels. She's just going to go get 5,000. Oh, 10,000. Oh, 8, 9, 6. Oh my God. Well, how is this happening? I got 50,000 out of nowhere. You know what I mean? How many niggas I know been selling weed and selling crack and selling every ecstasy at the time?
The biggest trap you ever touched at once when you was around moving in the game, your biggest highlight. Your biggest highlight reel.
I think we should get to that. We should get to that.
Your biggest highlight.
We're going to get to that. We'll get to that right here after this to try that shit. The only thing I'm going to say to try that shit to get to that is, you know what I'm saying, like, The Trade situation was me defending my life for my friends. Me and my friends, like, that's all that was about. We got shot at first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got shot at first that day. And when I got shot at, I defended myself and my friends. That's how it went. I got invited there as a rapper to come rap. You know what I'm saying? And I was having money. That's when I first started having money, like really having money. I'm like, that was 2009. I'm 19. I'm having like 50, 60 bands. I'm 80. As a young nigga, like I got.
For a 19-year-old.
Huh?
It's a lot for a 19-year-old.
It's a lot for a 19-year-old.
That's a lot for a lot of niggas back then.
That's what I'm saying. This is 2009. This is 2009.
That's a lot for any nigga.
I'm having money. I'm putting up bins like this. And then the thing about me too is like my whole life is like documented on the internet. Like I've been on the internet since a kid. Like I've been on YouTube. I've been on Twitter. I've been on MySpace. So that's why it was so easy for me to blow up in my city so fast, because everything I rap about and I do is shit that they actually seen me doing in real life before the internet shit. Yeah. So like I've been known for clothes, fashion, having money, gang banging, all that bullshit. I've been known for all that shit and having money young. So boom, the Trade shit was like me defending myself and my friends, you know what I'm saying? And then it just ended up being a bad situation, and that's what made me go to jail. And I knew like, okay, when I get out of jail, like, and doing my whole time in jail, like I paid the whole time in jail. Okay, I'm gonna just let's speak on this. In jail, the 3 years that I did in jail, bro, I probably spent about $300,000 on the phone. You know them 15-minute calls. You know them 15-minute calls is like a
lot of money, man.
Man, I promise. Listen, bro, I was the king of jail. I was the king in the country off of that shit. Like I was the king off this shit. Like off of. I got so much money on the phone and so much commissary, but I'm a gangster though. Like, I'm fighting, I'm bloods. I'm one of the speakers with my niggas. Like a lot of my friends that I met in Dallas and like from other places in Texas, we all met through the penal system. We all met through jail and shit. And like a lot of people that's in TSF right now, we all met in jail. Yeah. So, but a lot of us from the streets too. But I was the nigga like, okay, you. Bro, you on restriction right now that you just got in trouble for a fight or you just got a major case. You can't bust commissary, you can't bust stove. You my nigga, bitch, I got you, bro. Don't worry about it. Cause I got too much money coming from my girls on this phone anyway. I got 3-4 girls on the phone. I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? These are my girlfriends. Hey man, look, she just sent the stove. The store budget is you can only bust an $80 store. Like you can only spend $80 on commissary.
It used to be $200, but then they busting it down. They start busting it down. It's only $100 in store.
Yeah, where we at is $80 store. Yeah. Okay, but in Texas we $80 store. But this is what I'm saying. I got $12,000 on my TDCJ account. I got $12,000 on my shit. $25,000 on my shit.
I remember like that.
You feel me? Because you know what I'm saying? Feel me? I got money put up at the house, and they still. I'm ordering shoes on the phone. I'm like if I ain't working out programming,
you can make a nigga do for 2 soups and 2 honey buns.
What? Hey, I'm talking about I'm 2 for 1s, all that shit. I'm 2 for 1. Hey, bro, I got you, man. Bitch, you good? Don't worry about that. Woo. Feel me?
But at
the end of the day, though, I'm my dominance keeper. I'm my dog's keeper. And if you just a real nigga too, you ain't even gotta be the same gang as me. Like if I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? You a real when I fuck with you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? As long as you gonna fight with us, we all gonna fight together, whatever. When the politics happen and all that, we gonna stand on the politics, whatever, however it be. Whether even you gotta speak for your people and I gotta speak for my people, whatever it is. When all that's passed and we just being men and we just doing our time, I ain't never tripping about no food or no phone or none of that because I know what it feel like to not have it. And guess what?
Real shit.
I'm getting this money for free. I'm getting this money for doing the same thing that all y'all doing, talking to y'all girlfriends on the phone. Y'all talking to y'all girlfriends a certain type of way. I'm talking to my girlfriend a certain type of way.
Difference is, mine about to get ready, man, to hit this account real quick, man. I'm going to keep going over there to the little shit, checking my shit every hour. Like, I know that shit about to hit real quick.
You feel me? My visitations, my visitations used to have niggas going wild. Like, my visitations, I had 2 different girls coming. They coming like they friends, and motherfuckers could tell like, nah, they both really like
I be Clark County, nigga, right? I'm in North Tower. Nigga, I used to remember, nigga, the bitch would come because she knew her, like, she would come stand, like, to the windows. You'll hear everybody beat, nigga. It'd be my hoe down there. She just came by just to, hey, look at it real quick. And
I used to have these girls come out
downtown real quick and go back and hit the other way.
Bro, I used to have these girls driving 4-5 hours away to Henderson, Texas, Bradshaw unit, Henderson, Texas, East Texas, Holiday unit.
Tell us
like,
about that.
I'm just saying they was really, like, coming to see about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and you feel me? At the end of the day, like, again, like I say, as a man, we all gonna have relationships with women regardless.
Yeah.
But just to say shit like that, like I got so much money during time and I really perfected my game too, because like I'm just utilizing my conversation to get what I want, and because I can't move, I can't do the things I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I already was live and cold at it, but it's just, you know what I'm saying? You know, most people can't keep a relationship with 4, 5 different women while you're doing 3 years worth of time, and they really stay down. Nobody, you don't come home, nobody got babies, nobody got different folks, nobody got, no, you know what I'm saying? Everything that was supposed to be there for you is there for you.
You knew how to sexualize her mentally from afar.
Mentally,
Every time she got off the phone with you, she was already stimulated.
Exactly.
She was stimulated, she was motivated, and she was down for you and couldn't wait till the next phone call.
Right.
That's just the way that shit went, man. That's how it goes. Like, if you really got your game on lock, I guess it is a little different than, you know, the average square bear or the nigga that's married or a nigga that got a little girlfriend on the outside.
You know how many niggas
she might break away from you. You know what I'm saying? But see, a pimp's love is something different.
Pimp love something different. He love different.
Like when
16
love
different.
My nigga, she got tunnel vision for it. There's just no other way she sees it.
You know how many niggas I know up in there that stabbed somebody, fought somebody, got more time, did like just crashed out, or they smoking K2 drug, they just, whatever dope that's up in there, they overdoing it because of their girlfriend left them, or she stopped answering the phone, or they cousin, or their mama, or the person that they love, their friend, that told them, oh yeah, I seen Shamika and the
Who one of your best homies? Who one of the niggas that you been with that bitch at your house every day.
Oh man, you know if you drop, if you drop your blunt, like we say, you drop the soup, you drop the soup, man. Your gal doing this. Now if I drop the soup, I made some money.
Yeah, nigga.
If I drop the blunt, if you smoke with me, I drop the blunt, I made some money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It's different between.
That's the charisma though. That's the fire. That's the like. Even if the bitch is doing it right. I don't think that, and this is how I'm gonna live. Like, I don't know, like, these niggas get beat up over the wrong shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro, so, mentally.
Now, the other question you was asking when you saying, like, biggest traps, what?
Biggest trap.
Like,
biggest trap you ever touched when you was in the game. Man, be for real with me, and I'll be real with you.
It's not even fair though, like to be like the type of money I'm saying out this shit at one time.
Not that you see, listen.
No. I'm talking about. Listen, bro. Listen, we talking about the game. Listen, I'm gonna give you a small story. And I've done this multiple times. But I'm gonna give you a small story of one of my accomplices in the game type shit. Okay, I've gotten $900,000 out of a trust fund, baby, at one time, that wanted to be in the game, was already doing what you're doing, but at the end of the day, they family owns the biggest deer farm one of the biggest deer farms in America, like the number 2, number 3 deer farm in America. They sell all deer products around America, from deer hooves, deer horns, deer meat, deer skins, like, and they got like maybe 4,000 or 4 to 5,000 acres of land. And she has already inherited millions, but also is still, all her friends is in the game and the lifestyle. They in the champagne rooms. Like, that's just what she likes. This is what she's into. And
some bitches just love the lifestyle.
They just love the lifestyle. She just wanted to be rebellious. She just wanted to.
She can go be with the doctor, the lawyer.
Okay,
but
then.
She like the Sauce Walkas.
So understand
like
this. So okay, now let's talk about it. Let's talk about it now.
Let's talk about it.
You got a lot of people in the game who, and their whole pitch, their whole campaign, their pitch in their campaign is to say, invest in me and where I can be, or what I'm telling you that I'm going. Invest into what I can be or to where I'm going. Most people are not already at that peak level when they touching their biggest traps, or they really knee deep in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes you are though, like me. I was a person who seen a bunch of success young, and you might be one of these people too. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying that to say is that I was always one of them people that no matter how many women I have in my life who feel that they want to gift me or invest in me and believe in me, I'm always gonna outdo the people around me with my own work ethic. I'm not no sit on the couch and wait for everybody to come back in with the money type of nigga. I'm gonna always have my own talents, my own hustles, my own strategies and skills to create revenue, because I'm a fucking man.
I used to make doctors and lawyers envy me. I just make sure I go eat places, bro. At certain places I know they would eat at. Nigga, I'm pulling up Aston Martin at 26.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
Man, ask my city, bro.
Ask me, man, how you get that? Like, why do you have that? Because you're not supposed to have it at this age.
Right.
They didn't have it at that age.
Bro,
so
my
like,
city,
hold on, nigga, I wasn't starting to have that till about 38, nigga.
40. My city vouch for this shit. I've been riding in $250,000 cars for 10 years. I've been riding I'm talking about out the game. Fuck the rapping. I've been riding in $250,000 cars for 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm talking about really putting up, going to the bank, coming out, like setting. I'm talking about going to the bank or going to the credit union, setting a scheduled date, making an order. Okay, yeah.
But you did have your trust fund, baby.
I've had multiple trust funds.
Remember that, and I love that. Break that bitch, and yeah, you did that, and the bitch was part of the game.
And I had real.
It's hard for me to count. It's just me. It's hard for me to like, yeah, a nigga touched it, but concept
no.
out the game.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on now. Hold on, wait.
Go ahead.
I didn't have real game. Dubai.
There we go. Let's get spicy.
350.
There we go. Let's get spicy.
And I'm talking about chilling with the sheiks. I'm talking about Canada, come in Canada.
Yeah.
Sit down. Bring 350, 200.
How the nigga give a bitch 161 in one night? Nigga thought he married the bitch.
Man.
Yeah, threw up through the whole.
Hey man, listen. Let me tell you something, man. Listen, I done had the bitch.
Yeah.
Listen, I done had the bitch go on a date with. I'm not gonna speak on the person with
you don't have to.
You know, a specific rich, popular, famous individual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go to where was it? Costa Rica. Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Record all the whole experience. Record the whole experience. Put it together in a phone like a whole little slideshow.
Yeah.
Go back to Buddy. First, go to the place where they, you know, where their business is, and go take a picture with his wife. I had the young lady go take the picture with his wife, like they just chilling. Then go back to Buddy like.
He's a cold.
Go back to Buddy like, hey, now listen.
He was a cold.
I know y'all got this much type of money, so give me 500,000.
Say less. I ain't even gonna let you keep going.
Yeah, like I'm one of them.
Yeah.
You know.
See, that's a different level of game. Like it's just.
You know what I'm saying?
People don't work it. That level of game falls very far away from people on the Blade's ears. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you.
But I don't.
Touch it.
That's why I want people to understand, the youngest to understand, like, stop doing like it's even for these young ladies that's out here that's giving y'all their time and their effort, like. Make them grow, like get them off of these streets. If you have the ability to do it, and you can get these people off these streets and use them their same ambition, their same talents, and create different businesses for each one of these individuals. And you making the same money, if not more, and keeping the same relationships, understanding with these people. You know what I'm saying? To see the exit strategy, because if you don't look at this shit, to look at anything in the streets. Any activity that's street activity, and to not have an exit strategy, you a fool. You think you're gonna sell dope forever? You a serial killer think you're gonna kill people forever? You think you're gonna like the only I want to say you could scam forever, but you damn near can't scam forever. A lot of the greatest scammers I know got good cases.
I fuck with you.
Good cases.
I fuck with you, bro, and I've always admired the sauce. I like the technique. I love your technique and where your mind at.
Mm-hmm.
But Church, you got to break it down to me because it's always been a question I always wanted to ask you. This right here ain't even on the paper, nothing. This just me. Church, the OnlyFans shit, man. What was that? And I know you. Hey, listen, I heard you.
I can't wait.
Big on bankroll.
I can't
I'm not
wait.
saying that you didn't.
Yeah.
And I get it. A nigga trying trying to take it somewhere else. But me, I'm just like, I don't think I could ever do it, church.
Right, I understand
That's
that.
just, I don't know. It's just, it's built in me. Like, I feel like that's giving it, like, I've always been a nigga that like to be in control. Maybe that's my problem.
Right.
I've always been the nigga, like, I like to control the things I know. Because I can't control the world. I can only control the things around me.
Right,
you know
absolutely.
I can't control the world. So I've always been a firm believer in controlling things I can. I feel like that's giving them, if I was to ever do something like that, that's giving OnlyFans, that's giving the world, that's giving a lot of these other little ass bitches, excuse my French.
Nah,
and
for
I don't
sure,
mean that towards no it's just our lingo.
Right.
But like, I can't give no bitch that, church. I can't. Like, just, I don't know. I just can't do it, man. Shit, I have to make it elsewhere. Hey, they can call me dumb. They can call me what they want to. But shit, I was just cut from a cloth to where I'm like, nigga, it was just, in my community, shit, I be frowned on. Not just for the nigga shit. We always did it with the bitch, right?
Yeah,
I feel like even the hoes gonna frown on a nigga like, damn, Sharp,
right.
you could have did that with one of us. That was a motherfucking case. Make one of these hoes rich. Nigga, why I make an OnlyFans bitch rich or just a regular bitch rich? I can't do it.
Well, for number one, that's already you know what I'm saying, damn near incorrect assumption, because every girl that I got on OnlyFans with came from the game. Came from the game with me. You know what I'm saying? That was just end up being a part of my evolution when
you made a lot of bread. So
outrageous amount of bread.
I can't talk about.
Listen, look, you know what's so funny? The part about it, the girl who I like, the one I originally started the OnlyFans shit with was the girl that I knocked back from, bro. You know what I'm saying? The viral video from a long time ago. Yeah. Just speaking on that, like, this girl like opened my mind up to the aspect of, bro, it was some shit I called cam soda at first, way before OnlyFans. Like, if people who really did this shit, the other club, they know what they talking about. Like, they was on cam soda and Snapchat, and bitch come back with like 8,500 8 days in a row and never left the house. So damn, this is 85.
You're looking at statistics.
This is about the money. Again, I'm not doing this shit to make another nigga happy or to, this is what we talked about. I'm not trying to fit in. I'm trying to get out the streets. I'm trying to get out of poverty. I'm trying to put my niggas on. I'm trying to put my friends and my family on. I'm trying to change my generational cycle. You know what I'm saying? And also fuel my true talent and my true ability that I have, and that's music. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to preach and represent the game that I love.
I pulled up your statistics of what you make on your revenue of rap. You would never need OnlyFans. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hold on, no, wait. Okay, so look though, but I have to compete though. I'm independent artist. I don't have no record deal.
I've never a very
10 years, 10. I do 10. Listen, I do 10 years later. 10 years later, after I developed this motherfucking catalog, after I got 50 artists signed to my record label, after I put out 25 albums.
You made, do you see how much money you make a month off your music? Nigga?
I do. That's cool. Say it.
Okay.
You pulled it up. You pulled it up.
Because I want you to.
Okay, now watch this. Now watch this though. Now you talking about. You say that,
yeah,
okay, we can say that number, but okay, now you can say that number, but then guess what? Off of that OnlyFans, we making $1 million a month. We making $2 million a month. We taking the one human being and splitting her body up to 8 different people.
But we can't say that ain't a nice sub. You see how you had to
That's
jump
cool.
millions over it.
Nah,
but
look,
the hurdle over it.
Nigga,
we making $1 million, $2 million.
$2 million a month, $3 million.
This still ain't good.
Nah, that's great. That's great.
Especially from where we came from.
That's great. But you have to understand that was not always the case. That's 10 years later of accumulating and making this company be that. Yeah. It's times when the shows wasn't there. It's times when the streaming wasn't there. But that bitch was. It was times where it's times where I gotta compete with the artist that just signed for $20 million over here. He just signed for $5 million, $6 million, $3 million. He getting $100,000 a show, $20,000 a show. He getting $50,000 a show, $250,000 a show. I ain't on Rolling Loud. I'm rolling loud.
Yeah.
He getting 40 for a show. I'm getting 40 off a pro.
Right.
So you gotta understand the fans and the community and the people that's the consumers. They don't care about well he rapping about gas bags and you rapping about her Birkin bag. But at the end of the day, if both of y'all not in the Rolls Royce cullinging, I ain't feeling you the same.
Yeah.
If both of y'all ain't got the jewelry that you rapping about and talking about, I ain't feeling you the same. Just like a motherfucker ain't gonna respect you if a nigga playing with you out here like a hoe.
Real talk.
So at the end of the day,
I'm just like, Jesus, church.
And then hold on, wait. Then you gotta talk about this aspect too. Wait, hold on. How many niggas that's really of this game? There's good players of this game. Magnificent.
Yeah.
Goldie the P.
Yeah.
My nigga Dundada. All these people got life, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years for being in the game, for being called these words these other words and all that. Because
that's where it gets twisted.
They giving out more time. Yeah. You can go shoot 3 people in the face and get less time than somebody get caught that really get caught for doing the game and doing it wrong. So you telling me that it makes more sense to not evolve the same way how you used to have to go to Best Buy to buy a DVD. This is business at the end of the day. It's not about people's opinions of the game and the church. I love the church and I love the game, but we talking about business in life. Because if we're not doing this for the almighty dollar, then you wasting your time.
And you know what I say? And this is my philosophy. Then I guess it ain't about labels. Because I feel like once niggas put labels on shit, you ever notice that? Once a label goes on something,
yeah, no.
That's why I've always respected a nigga be like, man, I have no label.
No. Okay, I'm a god.
Trade.
That's hold on. I have in my the label that I put on myself is I'm a god.
Yeah.
I'm a king. I'm a leader. I'm a drip. I'm a P2 my whole life, but I also brought something to the game.
I can smell it on you. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Like, it's not the jewelry. It's not none of that.
I came late. I ain't. You feel me? I'm 16.
Man, shit. I'm on a daytime mix.
Exactly.
I'm outside trying to shit.
Come on,
but
man.
I still come to see my partner and come sit down with him because I'm like, this is one that I feel like Ben needs.
You know how many times I want to get into this. Because at the end of the day, you gotta understand. You know how many.
I got you open.
Nah, you know how many times that I done took a girl off of her hot heels and put her in the Hot Wheels. You know how many times I took a girl out the blistering sun and put her in the AC and made her mind free. Like for real though, you know how many watches I done turned in.
Let's not talk about those.
You know how many bank accounts I done got open. How many transfers? Like I was elite. But it's about, see, people get the game fucked up and think it's all about selling sex. No, it's not. It's about selling entertainment and ecstasy to the mind. You're selling comfort because this conversation. Yes. This man wants to get away from his family and his kids. This man want to get away from his
Everybody always thinks it's flat back.
It's not that. It's not that.
It's not that.
So if it's not that, then how can you deny or to not with the evolution of saying that I could take a woman and sell her pictures? I could sell, whether you choose is to put yourself on there, that's a different level. But again, you just said that you like to have control. Yeah. So if you want to have the control on the game that you decide to go put on the internet, because like we just said, if you're gonna compete with people in business, Best Buy is out of business because of Netflix. Blockbuster is out of business because of Netflix and DVR being able to save and rewind the movies on demand. Just like a lot of P's is going out of business because of the strip club, the management, the OnlyFans, and the photographers.
The part that they fail to realize is why the blockbusters and everything like that is just like the game. Everything went digial.
So how are we going to deny the biggest digital platform? Because Backpage is gone.
Went digital.
Backpage, so I win. I win. Backpage is gone, my brother.
Oh, it's been gone.
Yeah, so wait. I'm from that club. Let's get in here. I'm from that club.
Me and you both know, right? Me and you both know.
Let's talk about it.
There's so many other sites that a nigga can hop on these days.
And hold on, wait. But guess what about? Guess what about those other sites? Guess what though about those other sites? That's why those other sites are still existing. They found the way to cut you out. These women don't need you to be. They really gonna get kicked off of these sites for you doing.
Well, I'll tell you.
I don't want to get too much into
posting. Hold on. Because I'm going to tell you this, church. I never got into it for a bitch needing me. I got into it because a bitch wanted me.
Of course.
I always wanted a bitch to want me.
That's not what you want.
Always overrides the need.
Because if a bitch wants you, not what you want. That's the game.
She might need the wrong things.
Be chosen. The game is to be chose.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking that. The
shit.
game is to be chose. We know that. We understand that. But at the end of the day, we speaking of the crown, brother. We speaking of the crown. So at the end of the day, if the king is a king and the king is not a fool, why would the king not evolve with the earth? Are you still driving around right now and not having Bluetooth in your car, P?
I evolved.
Answer the question. Do you have Bluetooth in your car?
I evolved, yes, but you know what? I still try to keep the earpiece and I still keep the tradition.
And we still popping. That's why I'm still checking it. That's why I'm still checking it.
Me too. And that's why I still like using the traditional pieces and letting people know because that's where I came from.
We're not against that. If a situation,
you're not against it.
I'm not. No,
it's us. It's me and
okay,
you.
So
it ain't we is we.
Okay, that's why I said we. I said, okay, so you're right. Let's say we are not against that. So let's speak on the aspect from like what you just said. That's why you have a podcast. That's why you have a platform, because you knew at some point
time to take the game to Miami Beach.
All right, then. It's time to take my talents to Miami.
I needed to go.
It's time to grow. What I'm finna do, keep giving all this, keep sitting in front of y'all and popping this, and y'all keep telling me, Daddy, you need to be on camera, and Daddy, you need to do this, and we need to. So what you gonna do? Keep sitting in front of them and not making a dream happen true? Nah, man, kill that, bro. Kill that. If you are a genius and you not no fool, then you supposed to evolve. Now, whether you choose to partake and put yourself in there physically and purpose, that's different. But that goes back to the control.
Hey, now listen.
Now you hold on. You want your game out there?
Sex, and I love the way
you want other motherfuckers in control of your game on there?
No, but I do.
All right, then.
I do love.
That's simple.
Listen. I do love I love the way that I love sex. I love the idea of sex. I love what it can do for people. I love that. Hell, would I love to run my own visual company? Of course. I have many ideas that I could put out there, but for my tradition and the way that I feel, I can never put myself on there because of the game I've come from, because of the backgrounds that I have, and the way that I can respect it. Hell yeah, I respect porn sites. I respect the platforms. I respect what they can do. Hell, I respect Plug Talk. Love what they do. Love how they transitioned it. Love how they put it as real as the room and put paint everywhere.
Hey man, you're going to love this when I say this.
It's going, but... And I would love to put my money into it and see it grow and make something like that grow.
I bet you do.
I've been thinking about that a lot. Like putting my money in that and putting my visual up and putting it's something tasteful.
Who don't want digital money?
People would love to see something from the naked eye, from Sharp's eye, from my vision. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to put something out there. But to go back to what we was talking about, putting myself in the mix, my brother, I could never do.
I respect that. I understand that, but this what I gotta say. You gonna feel this when I say this, brother.
We had to talk about
this. I love this. This is what I came for. This is what I came.
Me and you, and I think that's why.
Hey man. Shout out to my boy. Hey, shout out to my boy, Good Game Dame, because I know he gonna be sitting at home jumping around and living this right here.
That's my
shout out to my nigga Sonny the P, all my player partners. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, all my real was out there, man. That's watching this one, man.
Hey, so look. So let's get into it.
Silky. All you niggas, man.
Let's
don't
get
know
into
what
it.
It is, man. 4A bone, nigga. All you niggas, I already know, church. This is the question.
This for the church.
This one was for the real.
This is for the cathedral.
Yeah, and
this is for the cathedral.
This one's gonna be.
You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking for the South. They're gonna feel it. Hey man, look here. Hey man, I say before
That's
I
right, Donnie. Wake your motherfucking game up, man.
Hey, listen.
Game in the building,
I'm gonna tell you, it's a real game in the building. I'm talking about master player. Okay, so this is what you gotta understand, because I've saved a lot of young men's lives with this shit. Being the staple, being the face of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Making the sacrifices and doing this shit and showing motherfucker, fuck what a motherfucker talk about. So, but understand, let's look at it like this. Most of the players, they are a part of this game. Most of the people that are a part of the church, all the chairmen, all the congregation that's in the church.
Board.
All the chairmen of the boards. Before you became, let's talk about it. Before you became game.
They was gangsters.
And you was hoes. You was slanging, you was a gang, and you was a
gangsters fucked hoes.
Exactly. And
I know where you at.
Now, so let me give it to him. Cause you know what's coming. Y'all can't beat me with this. I'm him. So let's get there. So like I said,
here with you right now.
Yeah, I love you. This is the church. This for the church. All right there. So you know, I came there. All right there. So that's why they gotta feel it, cause I'ma spill it. They gotta feel it, cause I'ma spit it. So let's speak on it. Okay, now listen. one of the main reasons why you know that you are one of the chosen ones to be in the game and why you know that it can work for you is because the attraction and the fondness that women have for you. You know that you are the apple. Attraction. You have the law of attraction. You have the apple of every woman's eye in any setting that you could hit. It could be the most gangstest nigga, the richest nigga in the room, the whatever other thing. You might be all of those things too.
I will be moving one of the baddest bitches.
But I'm the one that's gonna lead with the bitch that everybody wants.
Everybody.
I'm the one that always got the bitches that everybody want, and I might have her and her friends. So once you realize that concept and you evolve past that level, the same way women do when
they thought me and you lived in fantasy world.
Nah, this is reality.
They thought we
this is not the Matrix.
Like that?
No, right then. Nah, it's because what a nigga been through. This is why I was chosen.
Bitch, man.
Hey man, I've been getting Jordans and clothes and shoes and PlayStations and my bills paid and staying in $25, $100 apartments as a 17, 18-year-old because a lot of women like my time. A lot of women like my spirit.
We came a long way from tall tees.
Exactly, we
came a long way from all white tall tees.
Okay, then. So if we been, exactly a long way from the tall tees and the Reebok Classics and the regular forces, or the Air Force 2s, not the Air Force 1s. We had to wear the Air Force 2s because we couldn't keep getting the ice whites. We had to get the Air Maxes and some cool shit to make it look like we. So let's speak on that.
You sauce.
You had to pimp from the hell. Hey, all gangsters players in the world. You just a Mac, just a player. You done pimp from the hip in life on accident. You done laid and slayed something too nice, and she just giving you all of these random things all of a sudden, treating you way different than she would.
Right. You know why I say this? Any bitch I ever had.
I had. So why if I knew that this is
never poked and didn't have the bitch.
Cause it's a small group of people. That's those ones.
I can look at you.
I never had a bitch that wanted to. I never had a bitch that left me that I wanted to keep. I never had a bitch I couldn't keep. If I ever, any woman that ever been with me or dealt with me in life, if I ever told them, I'm talking about any woman. I don't care if she been with me for 30 minutes. Any woman that ever been around me and been in my life, if I told that woman at that point, baby, I'm ready to be your man and be with you and and I just want to change it, they would jump for joy and jump out their skin and feel like they won a lotto because I'm one of those type of men. Yeah. So when you know,
you got to come hang out with my division, church.
Nah, anytime.
We gonna love
anytime. You. I love the pop out. All the OGPs love me from all around the world, bro.
Man, come that
you know what I'm saying? OG Gov, that's like one of my best friends, the Gov Prez, Ball from Dallas. Like these all my,
man,
you know what I'm saying?
Prez,
you know my twin, my twin, Sancho Saucy, like he won, he took the award for us, for the Sauce Twins, but you know, the honorable Dinkin, Bishop Dunn one gave the Sauce Twins the players of the year, the rookies of the year.
You know I broke records in that trophy. I was
the year that Gov won, they gave my twin the trophy for Rookie P of the Year.
I watched when Gov won. I think that was the year Gov pulled up Bentley and all that.
That year right there. My twin was with him the whole time. He got an award the same year Gov got his award. And it was in Chicago.
Yeah, Pepsi was there. Nigga shot him there in Chicago, man, ball quite a few times. Shit.
That's big for motherfuckers to come from Texas, though. Like, you feel me?
I got cups. Debbie been making me since I was 17. In the game. Debbie was making me cups back when she was making them for Lil Jon.
Yeah, Lil Jon, Lil Flipping them. I remember she was making them for Lil Jon, Lil Flip, Pimp C, Bun B. I remember them.
And Debbie even know, like,
that come from game though.
We made cups like that, Donnie. We made cups cool.
Look, you know,
I'm cool. We with the ladies,
I'm gonna tell you some
all that shit.
I'm gonna tell you some live shit,
Pete. House, nigga, and some nigga in Chicago. She stay over there like 73rd and Jefferson. She don't stay there no more. Stay there for years.
Look, salute the Pimpin Ken, man. Salute to the legend, the Pimpin Ken.
My nigga.
Okay, he'll call you. Call him. He'll tell you about that.
I'll call Pimpin Ken right now. He don't answer the phone.
I believe you. Call him. But listen, his son be with me every day. But listen, Ken did an interview, and it was a game interview. They brought my name up. They're like, "How you feel about Sauce Walka?" And you know what I'm saying? How he did in the OnlyFans? He said,
"We all looked at you crazy."
No, he said. Listen what he said. He said, when everybody was coming at me with the Sauce Walka shit and saying he was crazy and why is he doing that, he said, I think Sauce Walka the best nigga that ever did it and get away with it. If you is cold enough to make a bitch make $3 million out taking pictures of her feet,
that's different.
If you cold enough to make a bitch go in this world and make
so then
off of taking pictures, she ain't did nothing else but taking pictures.
Maybe I'm mistaken. So you've never been a part of
I did not say that. I never said that. But that's why my earlier point that I was trying to get to was about that, about the fact that nigga been pimping from the hip before any nigga that's a street nigga, you was pimping from the hip that got into the game. You was pimping from the hip before you just directly got into just the straight ism.
But you learned it though.
Oh, I'm a genius of it. I know the game backwards. I do. I do. But so many niggas, so many of my player partners got 40 years, 50 years, 100 years life, 2 lives for the game.
But you got 20 years on the outside of this shit.
I do. I do. And I'm gonna make sure I get 100 with freedom, and I'm gonna optimize and monopolize and monetize the blessings that God gave me, because guess what?
Back to the Pimpin Ken shit, though. I want us to lose sight on that. My bad. Like, I want you back to the Pimpin Ken shit. Pimpin Ken saying, like, when he got asked the question.
And you could pull this up in interviews on the internet.
How do you feel about Sauce Walka and him doing the OnlyFans? Pimpin Ken say he feel like he one of the best that didn't get away with it.
Exactly what his exact words on the internet.
It wasn't.
And he told me this. Huh?
But the money wasn't just on you. Now, if you was a cold ass, you got into an artiste and taking big flicks of bitches'
That's what I'm saying. Listen, that's where it starts. That's where it starts. It starts right there, but then you start to realize, and the people start requesting more. And for me, it's at the end of the day, it's COVID. I'm gonna ball, bro. And at the end of the day, listen, hold on, look. What you just said. Look, hold on, wow. Nah, fuck that. Let's take it down there. Cause what you just said before we even got on camera. You said, look, P, church, I ain't never did nothing else in my life but survive off the game.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Me too. When they was robbing and selling bricks, I played with it. I tried it. I did whatever. But the game is what saved me. The vagina, the womb that I came from, is what made me a millionaire. That's what opened the doors for me. So when, as an artist, and the world is shut down, it's COVID-19, everybody thinking that the world finna end, he finna die, you can't even be outside and put game down like that.
So you don't feel like hip flipping?
Hold on, wait, was it or was it not?
Your hip flipped. You went to it, you said, shit, nigga, I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna do the OnlyFans shit.
And give me some,
in the mix.
But I'm still doing something that's a part of the essence of what I made money from. It's like to say, watch this, I'm finna kill everybody with this one. To say that it's a red flag or it's just all the way, whatever the reason, the penalty, motherfucker want to call it against the church violation, whatever, to take the ism to the web after way before, even though every P in the world, let's say Pimpin ain't dead, it just moved to the web. When Pimp C said it 20 years, everybody love to say it. You just said it went digital.
Hell, even Pimp C, he was married.
Oh, I'm glad you said it. Oh my God, you said it. I ain't want to. So how can you? And
I'm gang affiliated.
You said it.
I'm
so
gang
I don't want to hear that shit. Hold up, stop, come on, cause this what the I'm talking about. Hold on, let's get in there. Nah, let's get in there. Exactly. Hold up, he ain't the only one though. He ain't the only one though. So let's not just speak on his name. Hold on. We got P's that have turned to pastors. We got P's that is out here giving spoken word in church and game, but they saying that they left the game and now they can have wife and children and they try to still dibble and dabble in the church and be with the church. And then guess what? We don't judge them. We got P's that had.
Know something? Hey,
hold on. We had P's that had wives and kids during the whole time that they had game, lying to their game, that they was being faithful to their game, that they wasn't being with squares. You got this woman putting her life on the line for you, putting her body on the line for you, and you over here loving on the square. Then they giving you $1.
Hey, hold on. I don't know about the loving on the square bitch, but you know what? The best bitches I ever had was turnouts.
Of course.
Because you know why? That bitch's blood was pure.
We know that.
It was everything I ever distilled
now,
into that bitch.
Now I'm on the
I'll tell you this. If I would have ever, and no offense to Sauce, but this could be any nigga, right? Any bitch I ever got from the last nigga never taught that bitch nothing right. Any bitch you ever got from me that I ever turned out, I bet you gonna say that was a good ass hoe.
Square business.
That was a damn good ass hoe.
Nah, square business.
Man, that bitch ain't never brought me no problems. Man, that bitch never got in my hair. Hey. Man, that bitch wanted to see me pimp.
Hey, man.
All she ever wanted to do was see you pimp. You get that bitch from these other niggas. These bitches, guess what? They want to be loved on. They're looking for this certain type of affection. Bitch, I have a pimp's affection. I have a pimp's affection for the bitch. I can love you, bitch. I just can't love you the way that you think that you want to be loved.
There you go.
Because you have to understand this, baby. You gonna do things, I'm gonna do things. I can still lay my head next to you at night. You should accept that.
Exactly. Accept the fact that you have.
And that's where the buttermilk.
Accept the fact that you living in the truth. Be appreciative that you living in the ultimate truth, that I'm telling you as a man that you are not gonna be the only woman in my life that is a part of my greatness, a part of my legacy, a part of my glory.
You have stomp downs, because I'm sure you have came from it, and
real stomp down games.
You had real stomp down game. And I gotta ask this, like, you doing OnlyFans, how did your gang feel about it? Like the ones that don't do it, the ones that didn't do it, like they don't with that. Like
they all ask me, they all ask me, how can I do it? When should I do it? Or how? I ain't never in my life
said anything.
No, that's bullshit.
Job is to never question the
never, and not even that. But not even that. I'm the type of people that is willing to have certain levels of open conversation, because again, we talking about living in the ultimate truth, and I'm the type. I am the king that doesn't have to lie to you to get what I want. If I have to lie to you to get what I want, you want
me to ask you all these questions? You want me to just we keep it going?
It's whatever.
I feel like where we at.
It's whatever.
Where we at right now, church. Shit. This was why me and you was supposed to have this.
All right,
hopefully we can have a second one and third one.
Yeah,
we
whatever.
can keep it going, because it's like a 3-part event.
Yeah, for sure. But let's get to the business. Let's get to the business. At the end of the day, I'll be like what I was going to say earlier, to not take the ism to the internet and evolve with the game, when you got so many people that are considered and represented in the game as greats and legends that played the game faulty throughout the whole time. When you first got into this shit, you ain't supposed to have no wife and no square woman at home. No matter if you can't turn her out, then burn out. It ain't no I'm aware. I tried to turn her out and she couldn't turn, so I kept her. And because she was a good woman and she do my credit good, so I made her my wife. But I'm gonna keep these hoes down. No, nigga, you doing some square shit, nigga.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, so I'm standing up for the 304s right now from that perspective, nigga. You know that.
Hey, I'm standing up for the real 304s. A lot of these hoes been faulty. See,
but when they call out niggas for being faulty, a lot of the P's try to say that. Nah, we're not gonna save it, because a lot of you niggas out here husbands. A lot of you niggas out here are good church going men outside of the game, and you trying to make it seem like you this ultimate king to this woman that ain't letting no woman tell you what to do inside the household while you telling her what to do. But you letting this woman over here tell you what to do, and she's not making the same sacrifices, putting her body and her freedom on the line for your money, for your success.
You cut that out, and a lot of niggas don't be understanding this. You know how you cut that out? Stop living with these bitches.
No, I never did. I ain't never.
Niggas done had, listen,
man, salute to my nigga Maserati J, man. It's called On the Couch Like Ouch. I ain't never lived. When a bitch come visit me, that's coming to see me is like going to Disneyland. You on a field trip. You coming to see the level that I'm living at. You got your own spots and got your own thing dripping, but I got my own dripping. You gonna come, this shit like going to Disneyland, baby. You coming to see Michael Jackson. You coming to see goddamn.
It takes time to build to that, though.
Yeah, you coming to see Winnie the Pooh, baby. Right. You know what I'm saying? But
it takes time to build.
Yeah, all that shit takes time. That's why I said, so when you competing against the world, that's like to tell Burner that he supposed to keep staying on the street selling weed and selling distros or doing little shit and not create cookies. You a damn fool. And guess what? So Burner's not a trapper no more because he got cookies now? Burner's not still considered one of the greatest trappers alive that sold the most bowls in the world?
Listen to me. I done heard him kick his game, and he didn't have. I think
I ain't talking about I ain't talking about the game. I'm talking about the smoke. I ain't talking about, even though he is of game too. He's of game too. I'm talking about the smoke from the.
But you're a game member.
I'm a game member, game god.
You feel what I'm saying?
I had to be
a game member. You've elevated to a game member. I'm a game member. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So when I sit here, I just put the magnifying glass on it because it's coming across our desk. We have to look at it, church.
I have no problem with dealing with the council.
Yeah.
I have no problem with dealing with the council, but understand this. It's a whole nother.
I want this to be like a 3-part.
We're going to do that. This the last thing I want to say about it, because this needs to be spoke on too. For the game, for the people that just want to hate on me that's of the game, that is 16s in the game.
Okay.
Who else do y'all have out here that's representing this shit and competing with the greatest trap rappers in the world, the greatest scamming rappers in the world, the greatest rappers in the world?
You are ours.
I'm the face of this shit. Who else?
Nigga, I'm over here claiming you're ours.
Thank you.
So that's why we have to make sure that we look at everything across the table and whatever the is.
No, that's real. I respect that. I'm gonna come stand on the business.
It's okay to do it.
For the state of Texas and for the game. Sauce Walka for the record. Sauce Walka, the P, the drip, the splash, the big dasher that made it come faster and disappear like Casper. But aside of that, I just want to say that just like all the trappers got their community of people, when they hear rapping about it and buying these cars and reaching success about it, and y'all support them, they need to our community need to support the ism and the game in this music that really is for the game.
We got PGO,
people to be so but I love them all.
Have you went and done something with Silky yet?
Bro, I've been telling Silky and all them in Dallas. I reach out to all these people. I take pictures with them. But I did songs with a lot of these niggas all ball artists that's from Dallas. This game,
Rollo
Filthy Rich, Rollo, Filthy Rich. Bro, it's a lot of game.
I'm talking about FOD Cat.
Hold on, shout out to Cross the P. Hold on, shout out to Cross the P from my boy Cross from Vegas, major player. Like
Cross the boss.
Cross the boss. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Sit down.
That's my nigga. I just said.
I'm watching Cross.
We just talked about Succeed. We just talked about Succeed. I just said my nigga Sonny. It's so much game around.
I know.
Me too. We one of the same. Yeah. Right. For you to know Cross though. Yeah. We know Cross the boss. For you to know Cross the boss. Yeah. Right. So what I'm saying is, and these is my player. These my partners. We down and around like really just chilling. We in front of the Cosmopolitan. We in front of the Golden Nugget. We in front of the Woot the Wendy, you know what I'm saying, Andreas, whatever. Like way before this shit, 10, 12, 8, 9, 6, 7 years ago. When Sauce Walka is a rapper, but Sauce Walka ain't on Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Sauce Walka ain't on the tour doing 55 dates, getting paid $50 and $60, $70,000 a show. So how can I compete? Without selling my soul, what a real nigga ain't gonna do. I ain't finna bend my ass over for these record labels. I ain't finna bend my ass.
Your soul is a part of the pimping. Right, your soul, even from when the womb you came out of,
but
I was destined.
Yeah, I was born in this shit.
Greatness.
My mama is game. My uncle gang. Shout out Scorpio the P, Chicago. My blood uncle. Junebug the P, my blood uncle, Chicago.
You don't feel like a little piece, like as you say, you
did I lose a little piece of the game for that?
Sell a little piece.
No,
you made money.
No, I evolved.
You made money.
No, I evolved. I got real friends that I chilled and sipped drink with and bought cars with. They're doing life in prison, 25 years in prison, 30 years in prison for getting desperate in the game and making stupid decisions.
Do that regardless.
Nah,
always a nigga destined for greatness.
You can't. Hold on, wait. Rap does not work for everybody.
How you not looking at
I know I'm that boy because I'm a genius. But at the end of the day, how many rappers didn't make it? How many rappers didn't make it? How many rappers didn't make it, bro? How many rappers got platinum records right now that you cannot fucking remember who they is? Y'all wouldn't even allow them to come to jump in and do an interview. How many rappers that signed for millions of dollars had a hit record 8 years ago? Do you not know I don't even have a platinum record? I don't have one platinum record. I'm a catalog artist.
The game.
The game, exactly.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Yes, you did.
I'm platinum off the bitch.
You do.
I'm platinum off the snow, man. I'm platinum off the crow. I'm platinum off the game. I know that. I know this.
Every day.
I know this. We're talking about rap music. So what I'm saying is, this is what makes me the GOAT. This is what makes me the GOAT in the game. This is what makes me the GOAT that I am. That's why the game needs to support me. The game got to ride, even though they do. But I'm just saying this argument needs to be said. I'm saying it to all you at home that's watching this shit. But we gonna come back and do this a few times.
I know how easy it is to get in this shit and feel like when we get around certain people, like we can get lost through this shit and feel like we don't get the support that we need.
P, I got one more thing to say. What about
I got your man, bro.
What about the game? What about I love you and I appreciate you, P. Now I appreciate it. But what I'm saying is,
we gonna get back to what's going on.
Hey, look here.
What's real and what's pure.
Hey, look here, man. I'm talking about really one of them ones like.
All right, you gonna show us today.
Listen,
you gonna show us today.
It's so funny.
I like to bring out your
It's
heart.
so funny. It's so funny. Like I ain't even gonna go all the way into that because I really. I'm gonna tell you something on camera that's gonna really pop your top. You know what I'm saying? About anyway, because I ain't giving nobody no clout. So, but anyway, like I was trying to say earlier, man. Listen,
we are the cloud.
We are the cloud. We the sky. We the universe. We the water. You know what I'm saying? You can't swim without coming to see this shit.
You just can't.
You know what I'm saying?
I see you in the building, mate.
What's up, Church? What's up, Church? What's up, Church? Man, that's my baby, man.
Let me guess, seeing you. It's only one nigga up in the front, and why you here today? I don't even say. I
know blood outside or something. But take my nigga, big blood, man. Some games. But but like I was saying, though, man.
I used to gang.
To not evolve as a fool.
I wasn't a gang member anymore.
You know, I hold both of these things very close to my heart.
I'm around
and the type of what I am though, I'm Paru. So the thing about this is Paru is a pimpin' red uniform. Like the part of
I came up crippin' church.
I see it on your neck.
It's like I really came from some functions, but when I picked up the game
changed your life.
The game changed
so
my life. And
that's what it did for me with rapping. That's what it did for me with all my street niggas. They start looking at me different. So if I already went through that transition, now watch this, Pete. Now listen, if I went through the transition from being around niggas that only rob, steal, kill, and sell dope, and I was the only soul nigga to go be a pimp, because again, like I told you, I'm from Houston, Texas. It wasn't a bunch of legendary niggas, pimps that are actually from the city of Houston, Texas. Like we just talked about Pimp. He is from Port Arthur.
Let's talk about that real quick before we get up out of here. Because we was talking about the Pimp scene. I see that you got up.
Yeah, because you went down in there.
Because
you talk about somebody that ain't never had a wife, never will have a wife, never had no girl. Come on, man, y'all.
I had to have one.
You know what I mean?
For legal purposes.
Like, you know what I
did.
Like, you had a wife?
I had one.
Oh, see, me? I'm on your ass. No, I'm on your ass. I feel like that's against the rules of the church. I feel like that's against the rules. So how you gonna tell me you had no choice, but you can't tell me I had no choice to not beat them, going to jail by getting on the internet and making these bitches Google?
Nobody made you camera.
That's made it make more. That's the control and making more money. That's the control.
These people.
Nobody made you jump over the broom and say, in the name of Jesus,
in front of these people's face. No, because
I had to put paperwork to protect my money.
No.
We did the same
thing. I'm gonna be praying to God in a 6x9 cell. Nigga, if I'm not sitting here playing by these rules for these people, it's not about me sitting there and putting that shit on camera.
Hey, man, I've been slanging deep to hoes. Hey, I'm a little younger. How old you is, Sharp?
Man, I'm 36, about to be 37.
Okay, I'm 33. I'm 33, and I'm finna be 34 tomorrow, June 29th. Look here, P. Hey, like I said, I'm a gangster. I'm a G before the P, like Grand P, but I love the ism for the rest of my life.
Gangsters too, and they always did what they wanted to, and not what they can.
But no, we do. Hold on,
your morals.
Hold on, my morals is there. My morals is there. I just want to say this. Hey man, when a nigga been blessed and talented in my area like of doing this shit, and we've been pimping from the hip before I had the game that blessed me to where I could do it from the mind.
Pimp from the mind.
From the mind. You hear what I just said? I was going to before I excel. It's levels. It's levels. You right? It's levels. It's levels. It's levels. I just said that. I said before I go to the mind, you see my fingers was already there. So it's like with basketball. At first you got a little dribble, but then you got to learn post moves. You got to learn how to do the step back jumper. It's levels. You become elite. You don't start off elite. So once we got elite and we start pimping from the mind,
just like hip didn't work
all the time, and the hip is not longevity. But guess what? You just like sending that picture. When the bitch want that picture to get sent when you a young nigga, when you young and you with them hoes, you a young street player. She, oh baby, send that to me. I'm presentation. She, oh my God, I love this. Now the world has changed where everybody want a picture of everything, and I can take a picture of me and this bitch and set it 1,000,000 times and never have to do it again. And guess what? It's a residual check. A residual that's gonna come every 30 days for the rest of my life. I can open up my phone right now. Listen, brother, I ain't filmed. I haven't filmed or made an OnlyFans video in like 8-9 months or a year. And right now I still got by 200 to like 180, 195,000 dollars just sitting on the OnlyFans because I haven't even pulled out.
I want to tell you this. You know how much I believe in you. Let me tell you how much I believe in you.
They want to see me go back to the game. All the way back here. I ain't never left the game. We never left the game. But hey, man, listen, free all the real P's on lock.
You don't even know.
Free all the real ones on lock, man. They got caught up in this shit, man.
There was a party.
Did you just see? Did you just see? Let's speak about some no jump about shit. Did you just see on the internet in the state of Texas where the police pulled down on some ism and took him to jail and gave him the case? Because whatever went wrong, they called the laws, however it went, and there was 8 laws pulled up, 5 police sergeants and marshals and stuff up in there, and they got this young man up in there, he going to jail for whatever he did wrong. I don't know the situation, but he went to jail for some game, for some ism. Do you know what the police officers played on the intercoms?
What?
Sauce Walka. And you trying to tell me I'm supposed to keep dibbling and dabbling and playing with my millions and playing with my freedom and my intelligence
No.
Or just walk away from the game.
You've elevated.
I elevated and I'm still making money from the game. It's still from what we just said, setting the idea of sex.
The problem is, hey, listen to me. See,
but I feel where you come from. I respect where you come from.
He knows where I'm about to go, dog.
I feel it.
No.
They ain't want me to get a part. I feel it. But we want to control.
He knows Sharp has this.
Hey, I'm here with you, dog.
We here. I appreciate all the compliments too, because we one and the same.
Hey, I always listen to me, man. I fuck with you.
I appreciate that.
You gotta understand, man, you know, you still have a choice. It's not about you playing with your millions. It's not about you doing none of that, man. It's about you elevating and understanding that now, look, you know what a bitch always had over us? The choice.
The choice.
Because you know why? We always try to think that, hey, man, with a bitch you like would like you, right?
Right.
We're in the position now to where like, hey, man, we can like what we like too. We're choosy too now.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to hear no niggas try to sit there and talk about what the situation in when you had choice in the bitch that you fucked with as well.
But never forget that it's earned. Women don't have to earn sex. Women don't have to earn pleasure because women hold the key to pleasure, which is their vagina.
No,
they don't have to earn it. All they gotta do is come outside, man. A nigga stick his dick in a dirt hole.
Listen to me. No, they do.
We have to earn that. Bitch go wear $5 shit from Target.
Do too. And this is a shout out to the ladies for this one. They do too, because you know what? A bitch can sit there and man, yeah, her hole's right there. He could put it in, but it doesn't mean that she's emotionally attached. A woman gonna like what she likes.
Oh, okay, yes.
Nigga dick don't have
on
to
that
be
level.
the biggest.
On that level, absolutely,
but
absolutely.
Guess what? It's something about this man that makes that bitch really want to with him.
Yeah, for sure.
You get what I'm saying? So the time that he sticks it in, it's ecstasy.
Right.
His ecstasy, and this the guy the weakest game to the next 10 bitches, but guess what? To this bitch, it's something about this man that she like.
Right.
Whether it's something that he tells her, the way he moves her hair, whatever it is, moves it out of her face, tell her, hey, baby, you got a blemish on your face.
And it's about him to capitalize.
That's where I go deep.
Right.
And I look at it.
Right.
You feel me?
It's about him to capitalize from that point.
Real shit.
For sure.
Come on, church.
I ain't never knocking that church.
Me and you.
I ain't never knocking that
we
church.
Got too much. Hey,
I
want
I
us to
just
get another
saying,
one tomorrow.
We
got to keep this one going. Different outfits.
I know, man. Look here.
Different vibes.
It's 2020. It's young man.
And we get back to round two.
AP worldwide. Look here, young man.
Round two,
it's 2024.
Yeah.
You better get you some of this digital, because a lot of these folks out here, this like we just talked about earlier, they propagate.
We've been digital though.
We've been digital,
but look what happened.
Safely. This is all dangerous. This shit.
That page was like McDonald's. Hell,
why are you doing that, man?
No,
come on, we real ones. We got real ones that's gone.
It's nothing. Hey, listen to me. It's nothing no more. It's nothing no more. This shit has evolved.
Cause you want to cut. You got that brain.
I do.
Everybody don't got the brain we got. They still sitting in the car. They still sitting in the hotel with
What
them.
you think about them niggas like Molly? I want to talk to you about
Come
that.
on. All right.
All
right. This is it.
I know you know all them stories.
Of course, all up, man.
You have.
That's why certain names I wasn't even trying to.
I don't even want to even. We need the second segment.
All right, come on,
we
man.
need to like jump off another.
You know,
this was like a 3-part event. People been wanting
all
to
I'm
see
saying
this
is, man,
y'all,
hey,
this was over.
Y'all ride for the just like they ride for the trappers, the trap rappers, just like they ride for the scammer rappers. We need the game, and everybody that love the game ride for all of the P's, not just me, not just Sauce Walka. Any P that's rapping this shit, popping this ism, that's representing this ism, they need to be loved and appreciated and supported from it for the people that's of it.
Don't fuck with man, the game. You know, there's hella niggas out here cutting tracks.
Yeah,
straight up, especially from the West Coast.
No, y'all dominant. Y'all dominant for having a bunch of people. Yeah,
Pimpin Young and all them. Them niggas are cutting silky.
Yeah,
all them niggas, they're cutting tracks.
Nah, for sure.
Doing their thing
I love that, and a lot of them love me. Trust me, sugar free.
You got you a sugar, at least a sugar free joint.
Man, I fuck with sugar free. I done reached out to all these people.
You gotta get you Sauce. You wanted to listen.
Like I'm
not downplaying your celebrity.
Nah,
nigga, and how you move.
I got. These niggas are reachable for you.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse. I'm not letting that happen. You know you can. Right now, this nigga can. And they're gonna hit him back.
My nigga from the set. My nigga, I fuck with bro from the Thiz that used to be
J Diggs.
J Diggs, you know what I'm saying? That's
my nigga. I interviewed
that's my people, you know what I'm saying? I fuck I got music.
J Diggs, me and J Diggs got history.
Me too.
Sit down with J Diggs in an interview and being where I'm at now, and like to even platform him, homie, that shit was legendary.
Yeah, like that's J Diggs met me at like probably 8, to 10 years ago. It probably was 10, 12 years ago when I really think about it. When the first time, and he will vouch for this, he'll tell you this. I wasn't a rapper. I wasn't Sauce Walka. I was just Lil A Walka in Houston. He met me at a popular studio in Houston called DSD1, where a lot of like real street niggas and players used to be at. You know what I'm saying? You get your drink. We ain't players. Everybody chilling.
Houston been full of players for a long time.
For players, we are the home of players and pimps. But there's way more players than pimps. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think Memphis is?
Memphis is one of the elite. It's one of the dominant.
I'll probably throw it up to Memphis real quick.
In the South,
in the trophy,
I give it to Memphis. That's I can honestly say I give it to Memphis as far as it being embedded in their culture, their lifestyle, their heart, their soul. The pimping is all the way in Memphis. But Texas, we right there with them. Like that's the only place I feel that has the argument with Texas. I feel like it's Memphis, Texas, and California. It's like all of us together. But even in California, it's a huge line of the game and history of the game. So it's like, I feel like we all supposed to be supportive. But let's get back to the J Diggs shit. J Diggs met me with 3 white girls in my car in a CLS S550 in 2000 and maybe it was the 2013. Yeah, I probably was 23. Yeah, like right when I think he met me like right when I got out. So yeah, no. Yeah, either it was 2013 or 2012, right finna turn 13, like right when I got out, bro. Met me, I'm in CLS Benz gray, 3 white girls in the car, big cup of syrup, I'm fresh, fly to the floor, plenty of money in my pocket, and I'm around nothing but trappers. He could smell it on me. He could smell like, who is this little? And I've still got all the same respect and all the same love that the street niggas got that ain't on what I'm on. Yeah. But him being from it and being from the West Coast, he just naturally approached me like, yo, what's up, young? Ooh. And I get to popping in and telling him who I am. Ooh. And shout out to OG Double D too.
Didn't sit down with me for no reason.
Nah, I believe
like me and J Diggs.
Whenever we get out camp, you call him and talk to me about me, ask him about this story. Ask his son, ask him. Ask him about me. Who is Sauce Walka without the rapping? Ask J Diggs, he's gonna tell you. Before OnlyFans, the internet ain't exist.
Who Sharp was before even on the podcasting, because me and him was chopping it up before that, man. Shit, I done served church for something. You know what I'm saying? And got on his line and him not even knowing me and the way that he kept that shit official, my nigga. Like,
no, he one of the super. He one of the greats. Like,
it could have been 15 years. Nobody.
Yeah, he one of the greats. He one of the greats.
I'm just saying this, like, man, when I served church, man, that nigga kept that shit official, and it was water off a duck back.
And when you
straight up,
when it's a gentleman to a gentleman, we gonna learn something from each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've been cool with that man ever since, because you know why? He played. This is a gentleman's game.
It's a gentleman's game.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
At the end of the day.
For me to sit down with him, like, after all that, and like just to even know, I'm like, damn, this nigga really has been a staple, and he's one of the last few like myself and like you and others, to where it's like, church, we gotta hold each other together. That's why I got mad at you about the OnlyFans shit.
I had this conversation so many times.
Have you over there, you know, being
it's a bunch of weird shit going over there.
I can't have you.
Nah, man, come on, man. I'm elite, man. The world, I've evolved. I appreciate that.
That shit have bothered me and make me
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Knowing that, like, these are my people, nigga. If you ever needed something, that's ever a thought in your mind, call me.
No, I'm with it's us. But hey,
call me, nigga.
I have to say this, bro.
Don't commit suicide on me, nigga. We need you.
Never that church. No, I'm talking about, like, we
gonna get some money, nigga. We gonna find that
for
shit.
Sure.
All we need is just a little bit of motivation, nigga. For sure.
For sure.
Is, you know what nothing
it is. Nothing in this earth, though.
You grinded hella hard. You respected the game for a long time.
I did.
To where you be like, damn, why niggas ain't respecting? Oh, y'all niggas don't really with niggas like that. I'm gonna go on my own slang, my own lane. Even if you do bitch on camera, I get it. Not everybody was even accepting you before how you was playing the game. I get it.
I remember putting up in a room full of blood. I remember putting up in a room full of power rules and bounty hunters. They're saying, bro, you a pimp. That's some clown shit, bro. You a pimp. You run. Why you moving like that? Why you talking like that?
Coming from you, guess what? Because you know what you would have done.
And then I had to make. Now these niggas, now these gangsters and these bloods and this shit. Now they trying to get them a bitch or two.
Nah, me and you would have came through and wreck house. Nigga, what you talking about? Oh, nigga, y'all trying to play with him, nigga. you niggas. What you niggas saying? Nigga, been around here and pull your bankroll out, nigga, and show us. Now we're sweating your bitch.
And yes,
now we're all in your business.
That's that's how I grew. That's how it used to go. That's how it was. That's how it was.
You ain't gotta go do nothing. Be like, cause I get it. You're like, well, if I'm on my own, I'm gonna make my own choices. I can make my own game.
Yeah, again, that's another thing too. And that's another thing too about this too with the church. Again, remember this in Texas. Again. We wasn't taught the game. We just we just in the game. You chosen. I know the games I do know. I'm talking about in the beginning as a youngster from when it was originally handed to us in Texas. When it's originally handed to you, the game is handed to you in Texas from just going in the strip clubs and hitting the blade and just being out there either selling dope, chilling, gang banging, and you run into it. Me and my previous knowledge of it, because I was born into it, because I used to sit in the car overnight when my mama was homeless waiting on her outside of the strip club to get out work at 2 o'clock because my uncles down and around catching cases and doing what they was doing from my whole experience when I was back and forth from Chicago. So yes, I was very familiar and understanding what it means, what it is, and what it does, and how to do it, and what is right and wrong about it. But my personal experience in getting into it was completely different than the average person that does it, that's from either California, from Vegas, from Memphis, that you got 20 uncles that live with you. My uncles was in Chicago. I'm growing up in Houston and Chicago back and forth, but I'm primarily in Texas. So that every nigga that's around me sells pints and pints of syrup, bricks and bricks of dope, or pounds and pounds of weed, or they robbing. Ain't none of these niggas no game.
None of the dope ain't even real no more. So it be up to even listen to some of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? The dope ain't even real no more. When the last time a nigga found a pint of activist? Shit, that shit brown.
Come on, P. Come on, P.
I mean, niggas gonna drink.
So think about this, church. Everybody, majority. That's why, like I always say this shit in Texas. Like it's a few older OGPs like Candyman, Gorgeous George, Cadillac. It's a few OG.
How much I love Texas.
But my generation, we really, the screwed up clique.
Great tapes, nigga.
My generation though, like especially me, the Sauce Twins, TSF, and a few other young niggas from like Dallas and shit, we really introduced the youth in the world to like, okay, this is an option for Texas. This is something that we do like outside of the game, just being there, being in our face and us. You know how many players will come from Memphis and California and come to Texas and run through that bitch because there's so much game going around
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. And then guess what? Texas niggas didn't know what to do with it.
They always
and
say
Texas niggas didn't know what to do with it.
This is love to Texas.
Now every young nigga in my city, from Dallas to Texas, they want to be some ism. They want to do this shit. They want to rap about it, represent it.
My niggas in Dallas, Harry Hines.
Nah, Harry Hines division. That's it. Bissonnette to Harry Hines. Harry Hines division. That's why I'm never gonna speak on this shit without saying Dallas. Harry Hines, Dallas been having it like that. I give it to Dallas. On that, that's what. Listen, my argument with Memphis, when you compare like Texas-ism to Tennessee-ism, Dallas is what is our fighting effort outside of, you got Bissonnette, you got Harry Hines, but Dallas is from a cultural standpoint where you go through the city of Dallas, South Dallas, West Dallas, and there's real game, real ism all around the city of Dallas, and they really growing up around that shit. It's an option for them. That was not an option for Houston because we the bigger city that got everything you want. We the hub. We right by the water. We got all the Mexicans. Anybody in Houston could be a plug, bro. Growing up, any nigga got 100 pounds, 100 pints, 100 whatever. Every nigga got that. Every uncle, cousin, that's what it is. So we damn near was like Pokemon or like a alien coming up with this shit. You popping out with 3 girls on the same accord. Nigga, it's like a alien coming up in Houston, Texas in my era. Like, huh? How can you do that? And they not fighting and arguing and putting each other hair out, let alone before you get to the money. So, you know what I'm saying? When it wasn't taught to you the way everybody was even taught to it from the first place, I already look at the game the way I looked at the game because a lot of these people learn the game from DVDs. I'm not finna be that. I learned my game for putting my feet in the ground, state to state, hands on, from hotel room to hotel room, to goddamn casino to casino, from blade to blade. We talking about Harry Hines, Aurora, Bissonnette, goddamn Figaro, whatever you want to name it, I could claim it. Damn, if I've been there, if I ain't, I ain't. But I done probably got something sent to me from there, and I ain't even had to go.
You ever met Simo? You know, Minister Simo from the church.
Minister Simo.
Minister Simo.
Yeah, I think I do know this.
Hey, one of Bishop Brian, man, been a good friend of mine for a long time. When you sit down with a nigga like him, he taught me a lot. See, he taught me, and this is real, church. He didn't teach me just how to pimp on the bitches. He taught me how to pimp on the
life.
love, nigga.
It's
I
life.
watched that,
It's a pimp on life.
I really get it.
Plus a pimp on life.
The only thing we never did was just the OnlyFans, church. That was crazy.
Nah.
That was crazy.
Cause it's a new, we younger. It's a new world. It's a new age,
nigga,
bro.
You 33 years old, nigga. You come
Man,
from the same
I'm
era.
from 1990. I sure
too.
did. Hey, but hold on though. But I remember this argument.
You saw it.
I remember this. Listen. I remember when the church. I did. And I remember when the church used to argue with all us young peas that's all in my age group for having girls in the AC. They used to say that that's not the game. They used to say that if you got a girl in the strip club and she not bending her back over or laying on her back, if she not busting a date and going in the room, that's not game. I promise to God that was y'all the viewers
crazy.
and the viewers, the peas out there, y'all know about this argument. If you 90s
so
babies, y'all know this.
The church was trying to do to you.
You know, just like hold on, they keep us out. They used to do that. They said, "Don't go to Vegas. She gonna go to jail. You gonna get a case." They try to,
They tell you don't put the bitch in the AC, right?
Yes.
But look, had a bitch blow up on you and get the bitch and put the bitch in the AC.
Right back where she was. Man, I ain't trying to hear that.
You
Exactly.
watch niggas.
Exactly.
You can't just fall for the okie doke.
But guess what? That was evolution.
But that's how
that was
they teach
evolution.
you.
Peas didn't want to do that.
That's how they
so
teach you.
Did they not want to not do that? Tell
That's
the
how
truth.
they teach
Have you ever not heard that before, gang?
It happens, but that's how you get taught.
Okay, then.
You have to understand it. That's how I understand it the way I understand it. It's okay, look how a nigga do you. He's just trying you. He's gonna try to test you, bro. Pressure busts pipes or it makes diamonds.
Right, so true. I became a big old
Hell, if you sit there and you blow that bitch off the accountability of what this nigga said, guess what, nigga? You was the fool.
You was the fool. And now him and the manager breaking the bitch together. The manager of the strip club and the security guard, the DJ, and him.
They taught you right.
They busting the bitch.
Hey, they taught you right. You learned what I learned, my nigga.
For sure, I did.
Just analyze it the same way.
I just felt crazy to run away from the internet.
So if I can tell you that you supposed to, hey, look, it was only gonna teach you. That's all it did.
No, for sure.
Hate to teach that to you on camera. I wish that would have just happened on a natural note where you been like, yeah, Sharp, you right.
Nah, I feel that.
But it's different. It's a piece of game and a jewel that you need.
No. I love to hear it. And I appreciate that, church. But this my thing, P. Like, I love to always be sharp, and like that's what we on the sharp tank, iron sharpen iron.
Yeah,
but
you need it.
I must speak from the evolution of the generation that's changing, and I forever gonna advocate for that on the aspect of, even if I don't continue to actually film and I just manage this shit and still create the monopoly of it the way I did, to say that I'm not supposed to evolve and monetize and go to the downloads, the digital streaming, the digital asset.
Hey,
okay, let's just say this. If you sell a business, hold on, blend in. If you sell a regular business,
evolve.
Okay,
it doesn't evolve.
Right, so
no,
that's why I'm an alien.
Right. We're not gonna go on no 15-minute segment of playing that shit.
Nah.
That's why I asked you, what's a chameleon do? A pimp's a chameleon. He doesn't evolve. He adapts.
Yeah.
He blends the in.
That's why we had to evolve.
You turn into a lion amongst sheep.
Right.
In sheep's clothing.
Absolutely. That's how we get our prey. That's how we get our prey. But to be bigger than me too. So I'm right there with you. I'm 20 years in.
I know this shit backwards, whether nigga hated or love it. Nigga, I was screaming this shit from a jail cell.
I just told you my jail story. I'm right there with you,
nigga.
I'm doing it from the jail cell.
Niggas throwing up signs. I'm trying to figure out ways I can do it. And I'm sitting there trying to do sign language, letting them know, nigga, shit, this is an account I need you to hit.
I'm checking it from the penitentiary on the phone. Checking it.
I love you, church.
For real though.
I'm gonna be
in a real way.
I'm gonna be with this
man. Listen. When you go through that phone,
y'all
and you get
somebody like a shark, church.
Man, but hey, listen. All I'm gonna tell you is this: anybody that don't want to evolve, you playing.
You don't evolve once you learn the game. You adapt.
You adapt, but guess what? We gotta bring new pieces to the game. NBA evolve, everything. We gotta bring new pieces to the game, brother.
You still gotta keep your core.
And this is the thing. That's why. Cause guess what? A lot of peas evolve and they start selling dogs. Oh well, I'm selling exotic Frenchies now. A lot of peas evolve and now oh man, I started a weed brand and I got my packs because guess what? You lost all your game. You lost all the game.
That's not his pastime.
Okay,
you ever
so
sit down, you know Virgil?
So you trying to tell me?
You ever met Virgil?
Virgil who the
Grandmaster Virgil.
The
I gotta introduce you to him. Nigga.
Yeah, no, I don't think
he was church fascinating, over 70 years old. And I claim him as a church member, like he been around.
It's few church members that, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to say because I know they gonna feel comfortable with a nigga shouting them out. You know what I'm saying?
I interviewed him.
Yeah.
I interviewed him and Pimpin Ken together.
Okay.
I interviewed them separately and I've interviewed them together.
Yeah.
Fascinating brother. You should. I would love to plug you with him and get on the line with him. I'm talking about church was around celebrities and all them, nigga, and never like played no other type of game. And you can see just in his demeanor, owning hotels, he owns all that type of stuff.
We can end it off.
Some good people.
I want to meet these people, and I love to have these conversations. I just want to say for any young man that's in the streets that choose to do anything in the streets as we end the interview, the object of growing up in poverty is to whatever hustle that you pick up, whether it's hustling, whether it's trapping, scamming. Hopefully you choose not to rob, because I don't want to continue to push that narrative. I would like for people to start robbing each other, especially people of color. Like, we need to stop doing that to each other. But I understand why people do it when they starving, whatever. Or you choose to be in the game, or you choose to be in the game or of the game. The object of the streets is not just to be in it, to be praised and to be dwelling in it. It's to make a bunch of millions, to make as much money as you can without getting caught, and then get out of it. Even if you still love it and represent it, and it's still a part of your heart, and you still indulge in the conversations and the events, a part of the love of it, but you evolve to something bigger and better. The point is to get rich, be safe, get knowledgeable, and take care of your family with the proceeds and the money that you're able to make, and to not continue to have to only use the things that you did in the streets to be successful. The game is to beat the video game, not to only be stuck in the video game. The game is to be beat. Even though we learn it and love it and understand it, but the game is to be beat. That's how you beat the game. That's why you're sitting right here. You beat the game. No matter how much the world don't want to love it and accept it, we still love it and represent it and present, put the jersey on and shoot from the stands and still dribble it. Guess what? Michael Jordan and Kobe, RP Kobe, bless his soul, Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady, they still go to the gym and shoot basketballs here and there. They still get little workouts here and there because it's in their heart, it's in their soul and their bones, but they beat the game already. They excel. They got the millions, they got the mansions, they got the businesses. They beat the streets. That's what everybody, us as leaders, us as men of color, us as black men, over everything we're supposed to be teaching these young gentlemen out here is whatever hustle you pick up, master it, and then whether you don't evolve to not only be that, and you take that and manipulate it however you do, beat the game and not get caught and lose your life and lose your freedom in it, because that was the choice you had to make. We're not doing it for fun. We're not doing this shit to be prayer. I'm a gangster and I'm killer. I'm a pit. No, we're doing it because we're trying to survive and we love what we love, and it's what makes sense to us. So once you do that and you do it well and you excel, beat it. Don't let the game beat you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think we need another segment of this because I got a lot to say to it. And I want to say just a couple things to keep it brief, and we'll keep it moving. Like I always felt like, it's always about being a man's man. You got to be the man's man, homie. The man that the next man can look up to.
That's what
builds.
It's honor.
That's what builds another great man. So
right.
No matter what I've ever done, my nigga, I've always wanted to show somebody that I stand on morals.
Yeah.
No matter whether I've made my mistakes, we've all made our mistakes.
Come on.
Me sitting there talking to you about my mistakes ain't gonna probably make the situation any better.
Right.
You know what makes it better? Me giving you the game from the mistakes.
Exactly. From both of us.
You get what I'm saying? And just keeping it moving and letting them know, bro, that there is a greater tomorrow.
It's a greater tomorrow.
You put 100% in, you get 100%.
Get 100% out, maybe 102.
The Sharp Tank.
Oi.
No jump.
TSL business.
Sharpest, coolest podcast in the world. And we just had a whole bunch of sauce, man. Come through, man.
I'm happy to be
on the slip and slide.
Hey, my album come out June 28th, man. June 28th, Sauce Walka 2, man. Get the album, listen to it. It's going down. It's a bunch of game for a lane.
I'm ready for it after this one.
It's a bunch of game for a lane. It's a bunch of fun for the sun, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby. You get used to it. You know what I'm saying? Don't panic. This shit organic. Ooh.
Sauce Walka. I ain't gonna lie to you. First time I ever saw you, nigga, there was a picture of you about to get ready to do a show, and you was like this, nigga. I never forget it, but shining. I said that was different. I don't know.
Don't be afraid to just be different. Don't be afraid to be different. I love you for that, Pete. That's real. That's real.
Like, who is this nigga? Sauce Walka.
I'm happy to be a representative of this shit. I'm happy to be a representative.
No game and no rep. I was just like, I just like the nigga style.
Yeah.
How the nigga was moving. You feel me?
On Sauce.
We're gonna talk about that on a whole nother level.
Hey, it was a pleasure.
Hey man, straight up. Sauce Walka, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what it is. Hey, Donnie, another triple double for the books, man. Ain't nothing but winning championships around this bitch. Shoot us out the gym.